Okay, we will call the Chalmers Town Council meeting for Tuesday, August 18th, 2026 to order at 6:05. Everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I do have to say something really quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jim told you, he didn't know if he would make it back, he had a funeral.
Oh.
So he was trying to make it.
Didn't know that. Okay. What's your wife's dressed up today? It's a picture. Oh. Okay. First thing we need to do is schedule 2 budget work sessions. So in order for us to get everything in, because we're just now getting to the point to review, we need to move the first adoption reading to September 22nd and the second one to October 13th.
I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'll have to.
Because and we'll still be able to meet our November 1 deadline.
And what was it?
So September 22nd, no, that's these. Those are our readings for the budget hearings. So those will be the public hearings, the September 22nd and the October 13th.
Did you check to make sure those dates were okay?
October 13th is an actual council meeting, so we'll just do that at 6 as a public hearing and then go right into our council meeting. On the 22nd was one that we already had originally set for our readings. So the September 8th is the one that we're bypassing. That gives us plenty of time to get through everything since we're doing such a deep dive.
Okay, I have to go into Gateway and change dates.
Okay. Because as long as we have it done and entered in, before October 30th, we still need the November 1 deadline. I looked that up today. So, Mondays and Wednesdays are out for me. We have Thursdays. What's everybody thinking?
For when?
To do the 2 budget meetings. So we scheduled as work sessions, so public can attend. They just won't have, we won't have public comment during that. But we still need to, and then we will need to, advertise all of these or post them. 10:13, 10:13 and 9:22. Yes, so.
And then, wait. 9:25 is when final budget documents need to be in Gateway.
I didn't see that date. I saw November 1st. Can you double check on that date? Because November 1st is the one that I found. But we need to get these 2 meetings in before September 22nd, which will be our first reading.
And know that it takes a week from when we get them to get them.
Right, so that'll still get you, yeah, 2 weeks, yeah. So, we have 1 week next week, and then we have 3 weeks in September. Anybody want to throw out some dates or days?
Doesn't matter.
Does Thursdays work for everybody?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to look up the APC and
Oh,
I don't see them on the county's calendar, so
Thursdays do not.
I can't remember. Honestly.
Thursday work for you guys? I'm hoping it'll work for Jim.
Thursdays
I'm
do
just
not
gonna
work.
say, well, for
Did you
me,
not at all?
No.
That leaves Fridays or Tuesdays. I don't know why
Fridays,
it's
sometimes I have to work
Yeah.
6 or 6:30
So
on Friday.
Tuesday,
Every third Friday.
we have, if we do Tuesdays, that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 Tuesdays.
September, is that when we're doing?
We can do September 1st,
Remember that
15th. We have a council meeting on the 8th.
Can we do it before the council meeting on the 8th?
I don't know if we have enough time, is the problem. Because it's an actual discussion. And
But that should be the final one, right? That should be our final
Not
discussion.
September 8th.
possibly not. Depends on how far we get if we do it on the 1st.
What about August?
August the 25th would be next Tuesday.
I'm looking up there. What is that telling
I
me?
have a meeting next.
No,
No.
not on the 25th.
Well, and that's fine.
I'm all right with that. Let's get that
Tuesday,
first one out of
26th,
the way.
okay.
26th, at what time?
8:25, 8:25, at what time? What time do you get up for?
5 at the latest, I can be here like 5 after 5. 5 or 10.
5:30, okay,
5:15.
Since it's not
That's fine.
public, right?
right. Well, public will
It
be
is
here.
public, but no
Yes,
comment.
right.
5:30
Right.
then, is that what we're doing?
Does that work for you, Renee? The 25th at 5:30?
Yes, absolutely. That'll work.
25th?
25th. Okay, so Tuesday,
Copy off my paper, you'll get it.
Tuesday, August 25th at 5:30.
Okay.
And then what, do we want to follow the following Tuesday, which is the 1st? The holiday is the following Monday on the 7th.
That's fine. March 1st.
Okay, so Tuesday,
Be nice to have that.
yeah.
Wait,
September 1st. It's the week before the holiday.
I know, I just have to work.
Will.
I'll just, I don't know what to do. Just do it that, I'll figure it out.
Okay,
Also at 5:30.
so that'll be Tuesday, September 1st, 5:30 then too?
Sure.
Okay. And then can you post those, Renee, please?
Yes.
Okay. at 5:30. Okay. We've got those two. All right. So we've got those other two set. Water tower cleaning, I did check with Emmett, he found documentation, the last time it was cleaned was in 2015. So that is gonna have to be something we'll have to budget for next year, and I know they said the camera to do the visuals was like around $1,300 to see.
So
So
we're
that's,
talking for this coming year?
it'll be 2027 we'll have to budget for. Cause from what somebody said every 10 years, but it's recommended every 15 to 25. So we're still within the time frame. So that'll be,
Yeah.
20 will be good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let's wait till I'm off the.
No, there's other stipulations along the way for that. So every 1 to 3 years, you do the routine visual checks, sanitary surveys, and water quality testing. Every 3 to 5 years is the interior sediment washout, professional cleaning, and physical inspection of interior and exterior coatings, which we kind of did that with our project. Is that the 2 years now? 3. So I have time flies. And then the full draining, interior sandblasting, repainting, and epoxy line, relining every 15 to 25. So
That's expensive.
it is very expensive. And I don't know what company. Can you look to see what company we used last time?
We may have to raise rates.
Huh?
We may have to raise rates.
Look for next year.
Okay, shoot for 2 years,
Yeah.
if it's 20
2 years,
we
it
can
can still be.
They have to raise
We
rates.
could shoot
to
for
do that.
2 years, right?
You got
Instead of
the
the
state
extra.
guy.
TV man wants to hear that.
Nobody wants to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
I don't wanna hear that.
Well,
No. So just something to keep in the back of your mind for 2027, and I'll try and work on getting cost analysis for that. So we
I need
pull
to
the
get, I know who did it.
CCNG closeout.
because we tried to get a bid from them last year, last
Who was that?
project. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is look at the water.
All right, so the final walkthrough that we did, there was some concerns with West Walnut and East Walnut coming in with the blacktop, the transition. But from what they said, it would be worse if we try and grind it down. There's no real smooth transition, and as high traffic as those areas are, there's basically nothing else we can do. That came from
disagree with that.
their blacktop guy. That's,
I totally disagree with that because where they dropped in with the paver, it sunk down. So if it had been done correctly, it wouldn't be that bad. Period.
I agree, but
So,
we just had to have you do.
well, that's, I guess the way I look at that is the quality level of, or the level of the quality of the work is what caused that.
I think that's where we can, if we can work into, I don't know if it's an ordinance or what it is, but if we can work into possibly not using them again. I know,
I mean, obviously, when you do bids and that sort of things, it is in consideration.
but the problem is if they're low bid,
You can
No,
still
you
reject it.
we can still reject,
That's
okay.
it.
So
But-
that's,
But there are places, as long as
So
it's
if they
not,
wanna be
there are
that
federal
way,
grants and stuff where you can't do that, but in
Yes.
general, when we're doing work, you do have the ability. not
Right.
always acceptable.
but this was one that we had to take it because it was a,
The type
we
of
got-
grant it was,
yes, the type of grant that it
Yeah,
was.
once
And
we
they
have
told
to-
us it had to be the lowest bid.
Right.
So the other grant, do we have to pay additional money?
It's not federal, that's CCMG's not federal.
No, they're just certain, there are certain grants where that comes in, some of them are state related, some of them are federal related, where they have a requirement that you have to accept.
But
Well,
basically,
and it's the lowest responsible bid is the way that's worded. So sometimes there's a way you say that's, they're not someone who's responsible or
Right.
someone.
because it should
Sometimes you
matches
do it,
apple
but
to
that,
apple.
but you have to get the state or whoever's giving you grant to agree that that's.
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
That can be a challenge,
Right.
but
Okay.
so it is something you keep in mind for the future.
Perfect.
So,
So, and we basically put it out there to they can, whoever can solicit bids. So,
Yeah, we had 3 this year.
yeah.
I just think we need to continue the discussion with them on those two transitions. The one on the east side isn't that bad, the one on the west is. And you can look at the profile of pavement. It's not acceptable. I mean, that's just it.
Where are you talking about?
I don't
Right
know.
here.
On the west end of.
Right there at 22nd Street. And then
Where
there's
that
a,
manhole is on the eastbound lane, where it comes off there, it's like a ski jump, and then you drop down.
and then there's water that puddles
That's the
in front
other
of that
problem.
guy's house, but it's done that. I think they
It's
just
done
call it
that
the
forever,
drain.
but
Yeah.
the thing is, the whole idea
I
of
think that's
repaving
actually
that
a
road was to
floodplain.
make that shed water. And it doesn't do it. They milled off, they followed the old profile and put it right back the same way, and didn't fix the problem.
On the sidewalk?
No,
the road,
on the road.
on the north side of the road.
So, that was the whole idea of getting the road paved, was to fix that.
Right.
And so now it's a drainage problem, same way it always has been, that needs to be fixed.
So what is our recourse there? Cause they've been here, we drove around with them and that was brought up.
Right. So I was on the original drawings and the scope of the drawings and what they said they were required to do and whether correcting something, a drainage issue was part of that. And it may not, because CCMU usually are not, I mean, that's usually just top surface repaving and sidewalks and curbs. It's not fixing road issues.
Right.
That's not usually part of those projects. So if
I
it
think
was
it's-
not part of that project, then it's, there's not much you, I mean, that's a different thing, right? If the project was just to do the resurfacing and the sidewalks and it wasn't to fix a road issue, those are very different things, so.
It basically says overlay prevention maintenance from
Yeah,
22nd Street to 8th Street.
Yeah, so that's not gonna cover a major road issue if it was already an issue, so. Probably something we hadn't thought about before, but
Yeah,
on the other hand, some of that's just, obviously when we did those originally, it was just what roads need resurfaced and.
Yeah.
You probably want more things about that. Yes, and that,
okay, so
Was that like-
again, something to note for next time.
yeah.
It would have cost $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less than a half a ton, and it's, it cost $50.
Okay, so with that being said, we can go ahead and release funds. The $449,232.66.
I'm confused because
Well, of that amount, that's what the grant paid. We would pay the 112,308.17 for a total of 561,543. That's according to this. What do you have?
I don't know, because, this is even conflicts with this. This is the bill that I got from Ruth Riley, statement date 8/7, 536 the retainage was 19,786, made that 536,222. This is 516. Because we have a match. Right. So, and then we have 8,400 left of our match. See, she's looking at this.
I mean, well, I talked to Ken today because he called me to say that what he sent you was what he believes was the right amount that needed to be, if you approve those.
So what is the amount?
This is 516.
He's got 516.
How much difference? 516,000.
936.04, but then
Well, I know he said that we had some, overlays on some things that they didn't do, so we should have money back from that.
$50,000, he
Yeah.
told me.
right.
Yeah. So it was 561.
Because I looked to see if there was any kind of like they were charging us any kind of late fee.
Yes, the 516. 936, 44. So that's 44,604.79 difference into our favor, basically. 604. But the question is, how much of that do we owe back to? 40,000 goes back to
State.
state. Okay.
That's what Ken told me, so.
Yeah, because it says about 8,400 of your match is what you get to keep, so.
Yeah.
And then 8,400 is key. Okay. Which that doesn't compute.
Right. I'm looking at your numbers going, that ain't
But
right.
that's
That's like
48.
double.
That's 4,800 or 48,000.
Right.
Yeah,
And
well,
then
on your-
here's the adding of these three,
And then
so.
here is what
on your
Reeve
calculator.
Riley sent, the
Huh?
three different invoices.
No, it's
they
44,600.
Right, so if we owe 40 back, that only leaves 4,600, not 8,600
Yeah, 8,400.
that we would get to keep.
561, 54083, and 51. You said 516,936.04.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a difference of 44,604.79.
So what am I talking about?
Just look and see this. Invoices are the same. Yeah, so this is showing that the balance is going back to state is 35,683.83.
35,000.
683.83. Is the
Okay.
negative balance on
And
this.
I've come to realize that like
That
It's good.
goes back to the state.
40,000.
So we need to add that.
That's 40,000. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
There's the 40.
He's a big rounder.
But it's still
Still up a little
500
bit.
bucks.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah, 44. We're closer. Still off $520.96. If you go by 35,683.83 back to the state and 8,400 goes back to the match.
And maybe the 8,400 is a round number.
I'm wondering.
That Ken had in his.
Again.
Yeah, it probably was, so. Cause I already, cause that's off of his email, the.
As long as we
Actual
get
match
the
number.
correct
The
amount
state
back to
rate.
the state,
Yeah.
yes.
That's what matters.
But
Yeah.
you know that our last grant, the money that we had to send back still sits in my, they never cashed the check.
That's strange, but okay.
Wasn't that the 32 something?
That was
How long
the-
has it been? Check's only good for 6 months.
Oh, no, it's been over a year. It was the federal grant.
The check's
Oh.
no good anyway.
From the water thing? Water project? Really?
And it's like, I mean, of course, it's been reported to State Board of Accounts. I'm like, I can't make them cash a check.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so what we need to approve payment for. Hold on, is 516,936.04. And then the 35,683.83 that goes back to the state.
Right, 516.
516,936.04.
Okay.
And then approval for $35,683.83. 35,683.83. Back to the state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay. So we can go ahead and release funds for the paving project and sidewalk project to Ruth Riley. I'll make a motion that we release funds to Ruth Riley in the amount of 516,936.04. And then we release the 35,683.83 back to the state. Do I have a second?
A second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, so 2-2.
Two,
You're a
two.
divider.
Two. The numbers don't add up.
What do you mean?
Well, for $520,
I thought we just figured it out.
but they're saying that Ken said approximately
So
8,400.
could have been around.
So that's what we would keep.
Right.
It might be a little less than that. Actually, it'll be a little
Be a little more.
It'll be more
Be
than
like
that. So it might be
89.
yeah.
89.
But the 35,683.83 is the exact amount that we need to send back to the state that we did not use for the
I
grant.
guess my feeling on that is, I don't know, do we dicker over $500 at this point? Is it going to?
No, because
No,
it's in our favor.
It's in our favor.
Right,
yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's why,
Right.
you know, like, I would.
Right.
I understand that you're not happy with what
Right.
the work that
numbers.
was done, but
But we did our due diligence, would have
Do we
them come,
have-
they came, they did everything else that we showed them.
But they did come back and
Yes.
fix a lot of things. They did do a little extra for us on the paving on Main Street and over on Chestnut. They didn't have to do that either.
Yeah.
They fixed those cuts that we made. Did that, out of kindness of his heart, but he didn't want to grind those because he thought it would make it worse.
Just talking about down here on West, in front of
Actually,
Ashley's, that we cut
for the pole
2
barn
years ago.
thing,
Yeah, to run the electric, and then down here when we had to put the front straight in.
no, Chestnut,
Sorry, Chestnut,
when we had to drain in over
yes,
there.
that drain.
Yeah, when we
Yeah.
hooked up the drain.
Hook up the storm drain, yes,
There's a motion on the floor.
yes,
It's been voted on.
yes.
I know,
I know,
but
it's up to her.
I wanted more information.
She wants more information,
It's a tie vote.
yes.
Right.
She's the
She's
decide-
getting more information.
Right.
And I wanted more information, that's why I said that. So my vote is, go ahead and release the funds because we don't have any report.
Okay, so clerk is aye. So motion will carry then. It's 2-2 with the deciding vote from the clerk as an aye. So 3-2.
All right, Lee and I got to protest.
That's right.
All matters.
Yep.
On the record, yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So how do I record that vote?
2-2 with you as the deciding.
2-2 and you.
There you go.
2-2.
I just caught that.
Okay. Okay, so that means that. Rebecca.
Yes, okay, so I sent you guys two different ordinances. The first one was related to some rules and fees that we can do with regard to public records requests. This is a new provision that the state legislature put into effect last year to Because a lot of towns have been getting these sort of phishing emails more or less requesting public records. And they're requesting them for their own commercial purposes, not for actual informational purposes. Because they want to try to solicit towns for various things. So anyway, they put a statute in place that allows us to adopt an ordinance saying we don't have to answer those, basically. And that ones that we do answer, otherwise we can also charge some for those. So this ordinance allows us to do that.
And from what I've
for
read,
purposes.
they've been like hundreds and hundreds
Yes.
of requests.
I
It's
saw
Yeah,
that
ridiculous.
too.
the county is
Yes.
Yeah.
overloaded with them right
Yeah,
now.
Really?
So that is the purpose of this ordinance. So
Do you have
I highly recommend that you do it if you need to come.
yeah, do you have an ordinance
There's-
number?
Yes, it's 2026-6.
So is there a maximum or a minimum charge?
The charge that we can do, I think it's $25 per hour for time spent for staff and 25 cents per page. So
The county adopted something like $250 per request. Well, no, I'm sorry.
yeah, so the statute.
Apologize, that was
$25.
for video.
Yeah,
for
oh,
the
yes,
sheriff's
for
office.
sheriff's department, right, to do the
So,
body
yeah.
videos, if we don't have that
Right.
usually, so that is something that you could do separately.
Do they have questions or concerns on that? Yeah.
Here's your.
So you have,
your page.
yeah, I was gonna say we need two, right?
I better get a pen.
Okay,
I
the
just forgot
second
what we
one.
signed.
Probably go.
Hey, wait, we gotta vote on first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we probably
Oh,
should do that.
yeah,
That's
sorry.
Yeah.
Just jumping right in.
Okay,
Make a motion to pass ordinance number 2026-6 to establish rules and fees for access to public records.
I have a vote, or no,
Have a motion?
I tell you, it's been a long day. I have a motion to accept ordinance 2026-6 to establish rules and fees for access to public records. Do you have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0.
You saw the other one too.
I'll let you sign them last so you can eat them over.
Okay.
Let's just start that for you, Renee. Absolutely, okay. Okay.
Right, so the next ordinance was the one that we talked about at the prior meeting, about accessing companies, utilities, whoever trying to access in our right of ways. So this is an ordinance that I drafted as a combination between the county's ordinance and the one that Portston has. That's, basically providing that they have to get hold of our superintendent and there are fees, there's an application that they have to do if they wanna make a cut anywhere in our right of way or put anything on a pole or, run wires on a pole or attach something to a pole in town. So any of those, things would require them to get the application, get it to Doug. And then there are fees for depending on what it is they're gonna do and a bond requirement if they're gonna be doing some kind of excavating work within the right of ways. So that's what this provides for.
So we need to have, they need to fill out this application,
Yes,
right?
sample
So they'll
application
fill out
form.
this
They can fill
application.
that out, get it to Doug.
They give us the bond or insurance information, whatever, and then
With the fee.
with the fee, okay,
Yeah,
before they
And then
before
start.
they can do anything.
Yes,
Yes.
okay,
Big.
That's one of the, NIPSCO gonna have to abide by that too.
Yep.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Let's go
Three
Comcast.
spots over here.
Oh, yep, so they'll pay, come here and pay, and then I'll make a copy to
Well,
give
so
to
they
them.
would do the application and then the application
Goes to him.
goes to him. Cause he may not approve what it is or whatever, they might just say,
Okay.
no, we don't wanna do that, or, I need to ask the council about that before I'd even approve it. And then based on what it is they're gonna do, the ordinance has different fee amounts, right, for both road excavations, boring of streets, trenching, the cutting the sidewalk, there's different fees on this and the ordinance for the different things that they might do. And as part of that application, then there's automatically, we have a $25,000 bond. You can make the bond higher depending on what level of work it is. If it's work that may have some kind of significant And the purpose of that bond is that if a year from now or 3 years from now, whatever they dug up or did sinks or causes some issue, we have a recourse to be able to fix it. That's what the bond is
If you
for.
remember right, the bond for the going under the railroad tracks was
Yes.
$1 million.
Yes.
Right, so exactly, you can make that call, and it gives Doug the ability to make that call higher. If he thinks that it's too risky, where it is, or to ask you guys permission to make it higher if he doesn't know what he wants to make it at, so.
Okay, and then we bring it back.
So, perfect.
My thing on that was, I did not get a chance to, look at that 100% like I really wanted to, and what little bit of it I did have time to look at, I want to make a couple little changes. One of which was the bond amount, bring that more in line with what the county does. Their minimum is $50,000 because of what things cost nowadays. And these companies come in here, and I've seen a lot of it. They'll use those push machines to bore through underneath the road or whatever. They go right through our culverts. You'll look inside that culvert and there's fiber optic going right through it. Well, now we gotta dig the whole thing out and replace it. Well, brand new asphalt street out here, and think about what that costs.
Yeah.
So, and then you're always gonna have a problem with the road because you cut the asphalt, you're gonna have a place. Sure,
So
so
you're saying under section 4 bond, you want that to be a minimum of 50?
I agree with that. What do you guys think? I mean, 25 is nothing.
I mean, we
These
can go through
days.
this right now if I could get a copy of it. I don't have it in front of me, I'm sorry, but, so it was mainly,
That's the permit.
that's the permit, okay, the permit I think was pretty good. Oh, let's see.
I think there was something else you mentioned in your email, to me, something about the distance.
Oh, yeah, the
I don't remember
distance
what it was.
from the travel portion of the road,
Yeah.
I would like to be a minimum of 3 feet. So
So-
that we don't have a ditch right at the edge of pavement, because that will set
Where's the
up,
section
and the edge of
6?
pavement goes right into the ditch.
Section 6, is that where that's at?
I think
Oh,
it
and
is
then it was
restoration,
the-
no, it's not
No
restoration.
less than 12 inches unless.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess
that's how
it is in
deep it
section
is.
6.
Yeah.
Underground cables, wires, conduits, or other attachments or equipment shall be buried no less than 12 inches. I would like to see that as 36 inches.
Okay, so that's it.
You're fine, you're fine, I'm just gonna make a copy of it. for
Because then we're at the freeze line, right?
Yeah, so that's how,
No,
that's
this
the
is
depth.
laterally.
That's the, he's
Okay.
talking laterally.
Oh,
So
okay.
there was-
Gotcha.
So
You're
it's
not
not
okay.
up
Here's
there.
the curb, here's
Yes.
the street. I
Right.
want it.
I think
3
you put
feet.
something about a linear
Gotcha.
foot,
3
before
feet
that.
berm, pretty much.
And that would be to edge of
This
excavation,
process of the permit.
not to whatever the purpose that they're installing.
And I think I probably had
So
just
this
left
is
that
wrong.
out.
You want-
No,
He
this
does
is
still
correct.
want that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how deep down it should go, so that's fine.
Any
Yeah, I don't think I
disagreements or-
have.
No, I'm fine with
So
that.
where I was, it says so the.
Exactly.
12 inches, it says should be buried no less than 12 inches.
Right, but
I
you
want
also
the
want. it to be-
excavation to be no less than 36 inches. So the, whatever they're burying would be further out than that.
Well, so this is depth, so this is depth, this is buried, this, how far down is it gonna be?
Buried, no less than.
That's how deep it is. So
Okay.
that 12 inches is how, do you want that, do you think that needs to be 3 feet or 12 inches okay?
12 inches
12
is
inches
all
pretty-
right as far as that goes. Okay, I guess I didn't read that correctly. So
So we need to add
laterally-
that laterally, you want it 3 feet away from the road.
laterally, an excavation should not be any more than, or closer than 3 feet.
Lateral 3 feet,
Yeah, the
Okay.
travel portion.
but we're okay with the 12 inches then.
Right.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm good with that. I like the 6 months time limit, or else,
I hope so.
look out here so you can hear me, Renee, sorry.
Mhm.
Let's see here, the. So the broadband installation still require bond, correct?
Yeah. So, what, the broadband one is way more limited because the state statute has, and I took that from the statute itself
We've been
because,
dealing with that.
yeah, because of the whole Broadband Ready Community Act that the
It's
state
kind of
passed.
confusing, the
Um,
way they,
Yeah, so we did do, and the county does have a version of law, we can't have any permit fees for. So broadband is different, in fact, they don't have to follow section 3, which is the permitting fees. They can't be charged for doing that part of work, but we can request a bond, so.
that's what I would like.
And right now, we just have the bond as a blanket 5-year time period, whatever it is.
Okay, so that's
So when
that's
that's-
coming into effect soon. That one is the broadband,
Yes.
because Comcast is bringing that into the.
Right, so
Yeah.
I would like to see, especially from Comcast, because you don't know who you're gonna hire to do it.
Right.
So are we changing that 1 year from the time it's completed, or
Pardon?
QC's.
Okay.
Sorry.
It
that
could be
last line in
anybody,
section
so-
4? Such bond shall continue blanket bond for a period of 1 year computed from the time the
So
work is
that's
completed.
what we have in general, for
Okay.
regular, just for.
But are you
The broadband one we have is a different one. The
5
broadband
years,
has a
okay.
5-year one.
Okay.
It's different, so I mean, if we can make those the same, we can
I
have the
think they
blanket
should.
bond on anything else, it just whether or not.
It would be more uniform.
They should
It
be
would be-
both 5
No,
years.
both 5, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think some of the other ones, the small one was for littler things, something small people were doing, they didn't wanna have to. Some people, smaller companies may have a harder time.
We are
having
what
that
rules.
bond, but Yeah, but.
That's
making them
that's the one I'll get
consistent
us.
is easy. Yeah, making them consistent is fine.
You're making
So-
sense of this, right? I'll give you a copy of this.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe it's 5 years, so.
Cause that's you that's gonna have to.
The backfill material, where was that?
That might have been some permit part.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's.
So that permit.
Yeah, there it is.
changed to-
That's my chair.
So then you'll
That's
change
right.
that wording on the permit as well.
Yeah, where do you see that backfill material?
It must be.
It's on the application.
Oh, it's on the
Page one.
application.
Yeah,
So.
And it's okay?
no,
This is what we just talked about here, isn't it?
Yeah, so this one actually has that correct about being within the 3 feet, so, yeah. Well, no, ours won't be within, because we're saying it has to be more than 3 feet, so. So it should be, yeah, so ours will all be past that, so we won't have to worry about that.
So take within that
Yeah, so this is, I mean,
is 3 feet.
this part wouldn't be
There.
necessary, because
Okay.
it's never gonna be less than 3, because we're saying it has to be greater than 3. So you want something different there.
Yeah, we want pavement back on that, blacktop back on there.
Well, this is the backfill, not the top surface, so.
But I feel like they always just do that, put gravel.
Put gravel and forget it.
Yeah, just run away.
Yeah, and this one says it'll be compacted, yeah.
it says it in the permit, so, yeah, it's like,
So what do you want to change on the permit part?
basically the grade of stone we're using for backfill.
Okay.
The second line where it says applicant's responsibilities, the second line. Where it says bank run gravel, we'll scratch that out, and replace with number 53 or number 8 crushed stone.
Okay.
Then where it goes down about 7 more lines, says the remaining 12 inches will be backfilled with coarse gravel. I'd like to change that to number 53, crushed stone.
Not 8,
Correct.
okay.
The last 12 inches should be, have a lot of fines in it and be compacted correctly. Traffic until such time surface shall be replaced existing conditions. I kind of think we should do something with that, because if it's an asphalt road, which
Mhm.
all of our stuff is, other than alleys, you know, at certain times of year, you can't repair that
Right.
because the plant's not open. So
Right.
I don't know how we ought to
Do
word
something
that.
about as soon as weather permits or something that it should
Yeah.
be replaced with asphalt.
Return.
As
Asphalt.
soon as hot mix
Original.
asphalt's available,
Yeah.
they should excavate and then replace it 4 inches of asphalt, I guess, somehow.
You're great. Figure it out.
Yeah.
That's the reason we ended up with something.
Yes, right.
Exactly, right.
It's supposed to be a temporary.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't actually say any time period, it's just that
That's
the
what it
crushed
said.
stone will be maintained in a smooth and uniform period of not less than 4 weeks
Well,
after traffic's been on, so it just.
but we got.
Because I
Yeah,
think that the
burn.
reason for that is that you want it to, when you want cars driving over for 4 weeks to make sure it's not sinking, right? I mean, that's the,
Right.
actually, that's the
You
idea.
could,
like,
sure, you
right.
could do
And
that.
then after that, it doesn't say when they have to do the, which is actually
Right.
kind of funny. but
If
it's not
ever,
in here.
really, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah, right, I mean, it says that they have to replace it, but it doesn't say.
Well, because
the
we got
time
burn on
period.
that with
Yeah.
the water
Yeah, it
project.
says replace the existing conditions
Mhm.
unless otherwise provided by special provisions, which
Right.
that would be the Doug
The doctor
department.
department, right?
And for any other cut, blah, blah, blah. So I guess I would say that,
It could return to its original state.
within
Yeah,
6
right now,
months.
Yeah.
that's what it says.
That would be, unfortunately, well, let's see here. You'd have to get more specific.
Yeah,
Because original
I hate
state
that,
I
might be
know,
worse than.
because
yeah.
the asphalt plants are open
right,
more than 6 months a year.
They're usually closed when, around November, right?
Usually Thanksgiving.
And
So
then they come back March.
you got
March,
December,
Weather.
yeah, into March. So you
Yeah.
got
That's
December,
5 months.
January, February, and the whole month of March, so 4
so
months.
6 months on a deal.
so 6 months should do
Well,
it anyhow,
6
right?
months, I think, is too long, because if they do this in April, then we're giving them 6 months to, and I don't think we
We'll
want
be on
our
the tail
road to
end
be
of
like
that.
that for 6 months. I guess.
Would
is
be on
my
the tail
point.
end of.
I'd say 3 months weather permitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
right, I mean, I can
Okay.
word it, as whatever the
Yeah, we
limit that you
go
want to be, and then add
up
in the
to-
language.
4 months unless hot mix asphalt is
Yeah,
available.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, that's the,
Let's do that.
Yeah.
That way, if in fact they can get asphalt, they need to put it there.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
okay, so I'll change it to asphalt. Okay. Got that.
I think the rest of that's pretty good.
Okay, all right, I will make these changes.
So are we signing it pending corrections? Or are we waiting?
Let's just, well,
Yeah, let me use all the
Let's
corrections.
do the corrections
first.
Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna check.
but if we do have like Comcast and, who's the other one?
NIPSCO.
NIPSCO. If we get, because our
You can
next.
do this
Could
at
I,
your, you
Yeah.
can do this at your meeting on the 25th.
Yeah,
just
I was
do
gonna
it.
say.
Yeah,
we
I
can
was
do
just
that.
gonna say, yeah,
could I
Week.
propose a resolution that we do not approve any permits
that's what I was just gonna
or
say.
other
not-
For another
excavations
week,
on our
yes.
right of way until
Until
we,
we
do
get
this.
this in place,
yeah, let's
yeah.
do that.
Oh, God.
You
So
that's
we
what
should
that
be
week-
okay.
You know that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
that's about, you know,
Yeah.
not a week.
Okay, it's just a week, it's
It's
okay.
just a week.
Yeah.
All right.
That's tabled.
They may not show up till November, we don't know.
Right,
They better hurry up and get here.
Okay, so we'll table that until till the 8:25 meeting.
Okay.
And, no
No permits will be
permits
issued
issued until
that date.
after 8:25. So that should be shouldn't be a big deal.
Issued until
After
after
8:25.
sign.
Yeah, after
Mhm.
sign, yeah. Okay,
All right, so the unsafe building, I had sent multiple emails to Jim trying to figure out what address this property, actually, because I looked on GS multiple
Did
times.
you not
and did
get my
the-
emails?
I must not have gotten.
I
something
sent
to
you
this.
all GIS stuff on it.
Okay, I
both
must not have gotten to.
That one and, the one, okay.
So,
Let-
yeah, cause I'm like, I sent a follow-up email to Jim, like, I
Cause
don't
I'm
know
like,
what.
that's weird that she never acknowledged or
Yeah,
anything, and then I
yeah,
sent
I like
another
that.
response saying, did you get all of that, or what's the status?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which email do I need to send it to?
So, send it to Little Trent Law at outlook.com. And actually, they're both the same address, the MSN and that one are exactly the same.
Oh.
It's just an alias.
And mine doesn't go to any of those?
Yes, yours, I'm getting yours now.
Now,
And I still keep calling because I didn't think you were getting them.
Yes, I do.
So which one are you getting them to? Because I send Little Law Attic, I send,
I get them to both. It's
Outlook.
just, the problem with the little law attic is it takes them 24 hours. to
right,
forward.
and that's why I always call, cause I'm always like, I need it, I need them now, not tomorrow.
I have been getting your recent ones from, at my Outlook one. So
Troy.
I haven't been getting those.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, I didn't get those.
Well, we still have to do it official, because, yeah. So, I will look tonight and I'll get both of those to you.
Okay.
Cause I looked up on Beacon and I got all of that, the official address, owner's information,
Okay,
their,
yeah,
all
I
that
just
stuff.
couldn't figure out from the description you guys gave me what it was,
Yeah.
like, I kept looking like, I don't know.
Well,
which
now
one
that
of these
makes
properties
sense.
it is.
That makes sense. Okay,
All
so
right.
I will
Poor
get that
Carla.
to you.
I'm like, feel bad.
Okay, so we don't have anything for the unsafe yet.
No. And then they have 30 days to respond, correct?
The ordinance, we give them a period of time to get that finished. I usually make that 30 days from the day of the notice that I sent to them. And then if they don't, then we can take further action.
Cause I even asked the guy that's next door to him, because he used to rent from him, he says he hasn't seen any activity. So, but I know the parents are older, so I don't know. Okay.
All right. So the social media policy change issue sort of thing, Renee and I were talking about some stuff, and I had noticed it on your guys' pages that you guys have the comments turned on your Facebook page. My usual recommendation to municipalities is to not have that turned on.
Didn't know that was an option that we could turn off.
Yes, you can
Okay.
turn off the comments. You can't delete comments from
Right.
people, but
Right.
you do not have to have comments on.
right.
Perfect.
So my general is don't have comments on it
Yes.
because that just incites all sorts of problems.
Yeah,
And then the actual ordinance that we have has some, like, who's supposed to be posting and who's not. So we need to, I think we need to, because when we did this originally, we did this when Faith was the town manager, and she was handling a lot of that with, you know, the clerk treasurer at the time, you know, doing that.
Mhm.
And so I think that we probably need to have some better control about who's posting and how we're posting things and what we're posting things as.
Yeah, we need to revisit
so,
that because
yeah.
I know there was 3 of us on it. And we had to create a new page because there was another town member that
And-
had the town
Yeah,
page,
access, yeah.
but no.
And now, and none of us remember what so that's the other thing I was gonna say, I think we need to get rid of one and
Just create
And-
one. I think
And
that's
I
what
think
we
how we
want,
could
so.
get around it, and I don't know if you guys are okay with this, because if we're keeping this the way it reads, I'm just throwing this out there. Do it as clerk treasurer. Like Wolcott does theirs is
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
the clerk treasurer's
Yeah,
office.
and yeah,
All of
because
that
that's what
stuff
this
comes.
says. Yeah.
Yes,
That's a big-
and then
so-
that.
So if anybody
says-
needs to post, it has to go through you.
Yes, and this says that way,
Right.
because
That's the way
like,
it currently reads.
you know, and even I think the way this is written, I violated it too by putting on that the pizza truck was gonna be down at the park. Because it says that you're not supposed to, this reads, and which I think is a little too much,
Yeah.
is that anybody that
Mhm.
for profits cannot.
Can't promote a
Right.
business through
Right.
government entity.
Yes.
Right.
And then
So
the other
we can
thing,
make that difference.
the other thing on there that we noticed was, it says, this includes but not limited to information in the form of text, pictures, links to other sites or any other type of communication posted to the approved social media site. Examples of social media include X, which I have no idea what that is, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and the like.
Yeah.
So this says we have to keep everything forever. So even like, if something was posted, and this is where I was trying to let everybody understand, like if something was posted and one of us deleted it, I still am required to
Yeah.
keep
The copy.
the copy
proof,
of everything before it was deleted.
Right.
So every post that goes on there, I guess I make a copy
Mm-hmm.
and then,
That's some kind of.
Then you can,
physical
yeah.
copy of it.
so we have to have like a social
A
media
media
file.
file.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so we can change that. We can make that, you know, no, you don't have to keep it forever. You can keep it for 2 years or 5 years or some
Yeah.
smaller period of time. So
I
we're
say
not-
smaller.
It doesn't have to be a paper copy, right?
No, it's just gotta be a copy of it. So it can be an electronic copy. That's
Right.
okay. But we have to keep a copy of something that gets deleted, so.
Yeah.
Put it on your
There's-
flash drive.
Yeah.
I don't think we should keep it forever because it won't
No.
be relevant.
No, you're-
Within 2
exactly.
weeks, it'll be irrelevant.
So-
Right.
So those are things that
All
we
the
just.
trash.
Yeah.
Um, There was the
Something
political
else.
endorsements and
That's-
for-profit advertising. We talked about
Which-
that.
Right.
Which number was that?
Oh, the content post, oh, that was, Jake.
Yeah,
And then
so,
content
Number
posted by a
10.
member of the
so,
public.
and so maybe what you guys probably should do is look at that,
Okay.
that ordinance and come up with ideas of what things you want, or where you think want to make changes, and
Okay.
I'm okay if you guys want to individually email to me what your
Okay.
version is. You can't have a discussion over email.
Right,
because that's
right.
no fun. But you
Okay.
can, you can send things to me and then I can,
Individually.
and then I can take those and make a version or compile those together and get that out to you before the next
Okay.
meeting, so you have a chance to look at it and decide which things you like, which one you don't, then we can discuss that. at the
Does
next
anybody need a copy of it? I know-
Was it sent to us?
I think
Renee
one of
sent
us-
it.
Yeah, I think Renee sent it out.
I thought I remember
Yeah,
seeing it.
so-
But I can make you another copy.
Yeah, just send it out to
I can
me.
actually,
If you
I can
emailed
actually
it, I'll
just
get
make a
it.
copy
I
of
just have
the
There you go, do that.
highlighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys know what I already have highlighted,
Perfect.
Yeah,
we kind of talked
Where the
about.
issues are.
yeah,
Oh,
and then read through it and we will discuss that at the next, on the U25 meeting.
And that's all I
Okay.
have.
Quite a presentation for you.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Don't forget, I got those copies.
Okay, Doug,
Okay, been working on trash bids. Apex did contact me, he's gonna send us a official bid like these guys did. This is on points. They're proposing that the first, if we go 2 years, so this year will be $15.65 per cart,
so it's what we're down.
Unchanged, yes.
unchanged, and next year will go up 30 cents, $13.95 per cart. Everything's the same on it, you know, the spring and fall cleanup. Additional trash carts, $10 and $15 for any large item throughout the season. So they really didn't change anything, it's about 30 cents in the second year.
Right.
So
Doug, what was
that
the
would
only
bring it to
30.
38,167 annually,
What is it, 38?
37,460.
I can s-
37,346 right now.
They did take off one card, remember?
In the second year, it'll be 38,167. Goes up 30 cents per car.
What's our yearly?
37,346 at this point.
And it'll never show up like
Okay.
that. I just want you guys to know it's never going to show up like that on,
Yeah.
on the claims. Because the 2 cart, like anybody that's got 2 carts, they're billed 2 carts and we pay for those.
Separately.
Yes, it's on the bill, so it adds to that.
The only thing different on this is on our spring and fall cleanup, we had 1 large item and 1 cart full. Now it has 1 large item. No, we had 1 large item and 2 carts, up to 2 carts full. Now he has 1 large item and 1 cart full. Instead of 2.
And it's still
Can we
twice a year.
change
Still
that?
twice a year.
Will they do that up to 2?
Yeah,
Because
I'm sure.
originally we posted up to 3.
Yeah, I'm sure he
Where
will.
do you get the other cards?
It's the equivalent of.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't have to have a card
Put
full.
it next
Just pile it
to-
next to it.
Okay.
On
I'm
that
sure he
specific
will
day.
agree to take that,
Okay,
keep
yeah.
that the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
So, I have that.
I just
I'll
want you to
put
highlight it one.
yeah,
Right,
so I
like
some of the issues.
Probably the
Thank
same
you.
things about. Oh, yeah.
Brooks and that TK, I talked to them. They're $18 or something a month per car. But they have unlimited large item pickup anytime. So it's $5 more a month. But you get unlimited, yeah, I think that's.
So the question
I guess
is
too
how many people use the large item?
Right,
I can
you
tell
know,
you.
Renee?
I
Well,
don't
we just talked about that
do
today.
Well, I can tell you,
I
because
mean, I know there's a few, but.
I didn't even ask for a quote.
Okay, so this,
That's a big jump.
receipts
I'd
for
be there,
July,
yeah.
the trash tax was $120.
So it's.
That's the most we've ever had.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did
think about how
somebody
many times have you used it?
Somebody had 3.
I've never.
used it.
I've used it once in like, what, 6 years?
I've never used it.
One of them,
Really?
a couple of them were people that had moved out.
Yeah. Right, and they needed.
They moved out,
needed
like the one
3.
moved out of state.
And even when we did the trash pickup day, there was hardly anybody.
I
that
know.
had anything set up.
Hardly any on my
Yeah.
street.
Maybe 3 houses of the whole town.
I mean, I did it.
Most of the
I
large
forgot
trash
which one.
ones were from people that have moved or like one large trash item from
Right,
somebody
like a
that normally.
couch.
Yes, that's when
Yeah.
we get the biggest, is it when people are moving in.
Yeah.
So I'll be curious to see what Apex comes up with.
Yeah.
If they can beat it, right?
Because-
Fine.
Last time, remember, they were higher on, they were $20 for a large trash item.
Yeah.
Fine,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So working on that. I'll put
Okay.
that in the file over here, and Apex will get back with me before the end of the week
Okay.
on his. Going GK too high.
If you get that, sorry, if you get that bid, we can vote on that on the 25th as well.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
We got everything we need to put the scoreboard up now. Just waiting for the full, out the full water.
Mhm.
So hopefully next week we should be able to get that thing up and get it going. Electrical board just come over and did their yearly over here on the water plant
Did
tomorrow.
I ask you about that? Did we expect that to be that high?
Was that the one that you
I
paid
don't know,
on claims?
well,
The bill was,
30, I thought so too.
I had it here to ask you about it tomorrow, but.
well, they don't give me prices, they've been doing this before I came.
Well, I mean, to put that thing in there. Oh, I was thinking that,
Oh, you mean the transfer switch?
yes,
Oh, yeah, that's that.
Thousand something, yeah, it's huge.
it was $8,687.
Yeah, I remember that.
We expected that?
Yeah,
Yes.
that thing's
Yeah,
pretty
Well, I
good.
think we approved that previously.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I know we approved putting the switch in, I
Yeah.
just didn't remember if we
Yeah.
had any idea it was that outrageous.
Oh, yeah, on that one, it says, sorry, since it's left me when I brought it up, the 768.95 for, it says SW generator major service.
That's
Sewer water, stormwater, okay.
Yeah.
Cause remember, they do the maintenance on,
Yeah. So is that
one of them's
separate from what?
bi-yearly and one's yearly.
Cause that was on 728, is that separate from what they did, or is that,
Well, no, that's
that's that, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's stormwater over there on, by her house.
like 40, okay, gotcha.
And you're talking
I'm
about
talking about the water.
Water.
plant here.
Water plant, okay, sorry,
That's what they just did yesterday.
okay,
Now tomorrow they'll start on the wastewater.
Okay.
Run the generator test, change fluids and all that. We'll be on that tomorrow.
Well, did we ever find out about what we're doing on the generator?
No, we need to go to the generator for the shop, because we don't have one. We can't get out of the door if we don't have one,
we need to do.
but I don't know if you need to do that now or what, we looked at. Menards, like somewhere, I give her a thing, it's $7,800 for a 28,000 kilowatt. Generac,
You're right, yeah.
but
What was it?
Is that installed or?
no, that's just buying it, then we have to have an electrician look it up. But still $20,000 cheaper than the estimates we got on one.
Yeah, well, and the
But,
one, because I said,
yeah,
give me enough power to run a welder and a big air compressor and all that stuff, so
We just need enough to
Which-
the doors open.
I just wanted that for reference.
yes.
I really didn't think we
Yeah.
Go there.
What the hell?
Yeah, the only reason why we got that big one was because we moved it.
Exactly, so anyway, I seems like I talked to Electric and More about that for out at my shop. And they said that an air-cooled engine, which that eliminates a lot of cost right there, and was it 15 kW or 11 or 12? I don't remember. Anyway, they could get it in the 11 or so, 12 installed. So I think what we need to do is solicit a quote for that. I mean, obviously, if we keep it under $10,000, we do really want. If we go over 10,000, we need to get 3 quotes. And
Well, I was thinking if we bought it from Menards with the warranty and 11% rebate, everything's already there. All you gotta do is move the big one out of the way, set that down, and have an electrician hook it up.
Right.
So that can't be more than $1,000 to hook it up.
would think, but yeah.
Yeah.
We got a nice tractor and loader.
Yeah.
I hope they pick it up.
Yeah,
It
they better.
better.
We're just gonna push it over.
Oh, okay, we can do that.
Plant flowers.
Yeah, we can
now.
get it all set and everything, just have somebody come up and wire it right there.
Well,
Put it together.
That's hard to argue with,
Yeah,
so.
cause all of that was run previously when they
Mhm.
installed it, cause we didn't have any of that.
Exactly, yeah, that, all the wiring's done,
Mhm.
and it ran for a little while before it finally
It did.
gave out,
Yeah.
so.
Here.
Yeah, whatever, I mean, it was a good investment for us.
Yeah.
I'm okay with unless anybody has questions.
Gas or LP or?
Either one.
So we have propane set there now, but
And
when
we got a
gas,
full propane
I
tank.
know,
Whenever NIPSCO gets us
Yeah.
on the list, I
We can
guess that's
switch
on our,
offices.
Yeah.
yes,
agenda, but I'll just go ahead and say, so I've been in contact with them and they're like, yeah, okay, hopefully we can get the engineering department to. So I don't have an answer. I mean,
Okay.
it's all supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And I've been on them, but it's been a uphill road. So
it'll be nice to have that right away in place.
it will,
Yeah.
because then when they cut the middle of the street to put
Then we
in
can
our
charge them.
gas service,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets fixed,
Yeah,
which
right.
NIPSCO is good about fixing their excavations. I don't have a problem with them up there. They usually send somebody by within 3 weeks or a month. So I have to say that's good, and they do good work when they patch asphalt. So
So do you want a decision or we can, what's it, everybody else have questions or
On
to
generator.
get the purchase?
could we get it on paper?
Yes.
Let's do
Bring it to the
that,
next
and then-
meeting?
And then vote,
On
yeah.
top.
We'll table it
Yep.
to the 25th.
Okay.
We got a lot of decisions to make on 25th.
We're gonna be busy.
And the,
And if you could hit up Record more for same size installed.
Right, yeah. Yeah, electric board.
Cause they sell Generac, don't they?
No, Cato Light.
Anyway,
I guess that's what we have now for wastewater and water and stormwater.
pretty sure the
I asked him a
smaller
question
ones are
about,
Generac, so.
I asked
I'm
him
not
about
sure.
Generac.
What's this one out here?
The generator.
Okay. Well, they
but
sold it.
I don't think they do them anymore. I thought they switched to that.
He
I
told me-
remember
When we did the bigger
We could
ones.
find out.
we asked him about it.
He always said to me Cato Light. I don't know.
All right.
Okay, sorry, sidetracked.
Well, I mean, same price, same price.
Yeah.
Right.
Generators. Wastewater treatment plant, you said it's next.
Yes, they're gonna go down and service a wastewater treatment plant. Wastewater treatment plant. The ongoing saga with the liner. That,
Yeah.
now, Ken's not with us, so whatever he was working on is no longer. So what I propose to do is we ourselves can pull the liner back up over the top. And we'll have to go with all the stone in, build a berm around it to keep the liner up. The only problem we might have is down closer to the water area, there is a slice in the line. If the water's not up that high, I'm not saying it can't get there, and if it does, it gets in our ground. Can't have that.
That's a violation right there.
Can we patch? Do they
Well-
make patches or?
Yes, I have to go to Camden. He's the only guy that's got one like we
Right.
have. And he showed me what he uses, because we can't
I'm afraid if
find
we-
anything.
Yeah, I'm afraid if we don't do something with that, cause it's been ongoing for a couple years now,
Years.
it's gonna keep getting worse.
And
And
the
then we'll
rain
have to
we're
replace a
getting-
whole new line.
The rain we're getting can push that
Yeah.
quick.
And then winter weather, it's
Yeah.
freeze and
Yeah.
ice.
I agree.
I don't know. Yeah, that'd be bad.
Sounds like you're taking a road
Definitely
trip.
wanna put a berm on there because,
Yeah.
you know, Bruce or somebody, they like to back up down that lane to get another sample. And, I hate to see one of them slide over into that.
Yeah, no.
We also have another issue with wastewater treatment plant. Yes, the 5-year the paperwork for
Permits,
disposal, permit.
Yes, so the
I did
permit
talk to
still exists.
Scott is gonna get with Ken, find out where he was with that, to get that finished.
Ken said, I talked to him today, and
Okay.
he told me that he would do that for the town. even though
Perfect.
It's not doing the things he said he would do it, so. It's due
I don't think he's mad, I think he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's beyond
It's just-
Um,
But he said he would do that, because,
So we'll work on that,
so,
and I'll see what he
Let's do
does
better
for a
than
line
ours.
for patch.
In a box, okay.
yeah, let's do it.
At some point, they patched this before, and it looks like they have some kind of a asphalt looking rubber patch that you put on there, maybe with a torch and build it on, you know, or use some kind of glue that you heat, like you did used to be old inner tube.
Yeah.
But we don't have any of that, so.
Don't have a swim patch kit.
Yeah, might buy one of them, I don't think it'll work.
With the rubber cement.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Flex Seal.
Flex Seal.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah.
I can try anything, put a Band-Aid on it, like cool.
A little bit of alien tape or something.
Yeah, it's supposed to float a boat.
Right.
We'll
Lots of
work on
holes.
that next, so we will have to buy some stone to
Sure.
put around that, because we don't have any. You
Right.
know, I think we'll probably use,
I was gonna say, how much are you thinking?
We can,
I don't know. I mean,
you
that's-
can actually buy stone from the county.
Oh.
Pretty
We
reasonable.
might know, guy.
That'll work.
Yes.
That'll work. I don't know, we're probably looking at, I don't know, 25,
How big
30
is
tons
that?
probably,
So,
to go all the way around.
25?
we can get you stone, we're 53
So we put
stone
this in the
for
budget for next
950 a ton. Out of Cameron, which is where we've been buying it. And that's under contract. Not supposed to really advertise it, but to other LPAs, we can't collect for labor or
Right.
any of that stuff, so if you want the stone, I'll say we can sell stone, as long as we don't make a habit out of it. So. Anyway,
How many days did you think we would need?
I don't really know without.
you can come get it at Reynolds, we can load it.
Okay.
And keep track of it, we'll just have to weigh it out
Yeah.
and,
Same
we
way
can
we do.
load, same thing we do with the salt, basically.
Okay.
Are we thinking about this for next year?
Well.
Liner
charge it to
fix.
the
Sooner the
Yeah.
better, I think.
Well, the liner is
Liner
a
would
deal,
definitely-
like, we don't have the money, I'm going to.
For a patch,
I think
depending on the
I
patch.
think we'll get away with it. We'll figure out, we'll get past.
This
I'm
year.
just worried
yes.
about the top of the liner is pulling down into the pit.
So that's one thing we need to work on, is whoever we get
So
to
basically right
replace
now, we're just gonna pull in
Is
a
a
grant
grant
on it to keep it
that liner.
Mhm.
Cause we already have to do this. We just
Because I
did
know
additional
that's
appropriations in June and we
gonna
already
be
have
a
additional
thing.
appropriations.
Well, obviously, it already is.
Right, has been for years.
But,
So what we can do is look for a grant to replace the liner for next year.
mhm.
But if we can get a patch to keep it from getting worse
Yeah.
with the winter season.
And if we're going for a matching grant, remember, we're going to have
Right.
to put that in the budget,
We're gonna, yeah,
because.
we're gonna put
I
everything in
think
the
it's
budget.
the way everything's going, it's all matching now, it's,
Yeah,
Mhm.
20%.
yeah,
No more 100%.
very rarely.
50/50.
I know.
One.
Okay, that's all I got.
Could you have had something that was good?
Mhm.
Okay,
Well, sometimes.
financial reports are not that great either, just so you know. Okay.
Great.
So you guys looked at claims,
Yes.
did you have any questions on the claims?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Love this part.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite.
Very fast.
Okay, which ones are you on? You're on the big ones, okay.
AccuDate.
Got copies of those checks right here.
Those were part of,
South 21st. That cost $7,000 to do that.
Those aren't
No,
the ones I have the checks for,
no,
yes.
that's the whole bid for all three things they did.
AccuDig did, let me look at it. I can grab that.
Uh,
No, AccuDig, there was one bill that was, 11,551, that was it installed the new storm drains at 202 South 21st, backfill trenching in road does not include road or
And do know I'm not on the road.
surface restoration.
No, keep going.
That was the $11,000 one that he was asking about though. And then the second one was,
Well, they're all supposed to be $11,000. I thought one included bill.
well, you and I came in here and you signed them separately.
Go ahead.
Okay, and then the second one was replaced crushed stormwater pipe at First and Walnut.
Oh, that's a whole separate deal.
Yeah,
They found that.
and
after.
then the other one was fill in hole between Fifth and Sixth on Walnut Street.
Yes. Yes, so
Right, that's what he
you're
was
saying
asking.
is $11,000 is fixing 21st Street and Walnut and Chestnut.
Well, there's three
Storm
different
drain.
on
I
here,
know,
three different.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay.
The one at First Street, reason why they crushed the pipe, so they come and fix that.
It was,
A tile, it's clay
it was not
tile,
located.
put it plastic in.
right, it was the one that they couldn't locate.
Why don't?
That's what you told me.
I don't know how they did it, they did it, turn the old
Well,
sidewalk
we gotta
out,
pay for that.
then they backed the machinery over, smashed a clay tile, which I couldn't prove they did it, but the clay tile was smashed. So it runs underneath the road. So I called them in to fix that. Okay, and then down here, we were putting in the storm drain. They cut across the road on Walnut. We run in the storm drain, run it down in, and then, cover it back up. Well, we left it open because we talked about, do we want them to keep going down to find the storm? Because we couldn't find the storm. So we ended up
Map site
draining
was
it
there, but.
6 foot down.
Okay.
So that's what that comes from. And so that extra fee was because we had to stop them and then bring them back again to continue that once we made a decision to go on or storm drain or trench drain.
So that was basically an extra mobilization and
Yes. Yes.
finish up, okay.
Yes. So that, to answer your question, they did all three of those big jobs for $11,000.
All right. RMC at Franklin Street.
Yeah.
We replaced the
I have.
pole.
Yep, had to.
We paid for the pole.
They paid for one, we paid for two. Because we had to provide power to them.
But wait a minute. I needed a pole and you were gonna charge me for a pole.
Yes,
Won't they pay for the pole?
they did pay for a pole. They paid
So
for
what was
one.
the other two at?
And right by the pine trees, RMC had to reroute the power from where it was at, because it went across their trailer. So they had to reroute it up to Second Street,
Why do they have to
and
do
then
all
over to their pole, which pole they bought was $1,100. Huh?
that? Why did they have to do all that? Because there was power already.
Because the power can't go over the home.
It was like in the middle of the lot.
Right in the
on
middle of the lot.
south
When
side.
they bought that.
Well, I understand
It
that.
it doesn't matter who would have had it, they still would have been, no matter
Had
what,
to be
what would have
moved.
put there, it had been moved.
$1,000 to lift the line.
Yep.
Where was
Why
that?
does the town pay for that?
Number 9.
Right below
Oh, there we go.
Well, I mean, why does the town pay for that? Because we had to let them get their home in there.
But we, regardless of whether it's there or wherever it is, we have to provide service
To
to
their house.
the
Right,
house.
So we don't have to
but
lift
the
the
line
line.
was there and what they came and did
But it
was
hasn't been-
hold the line up to get the,
The home
whatever you
in-
guys are calling it.
In the property.
Wait, which one are you
So
talking?
we should
which
not
one are you
pay for
talking
that, I
about?
don't feel like, to be honest. That's on them.
Right below it. The materials, right below the material.
Are you on the one that she just gave
Yeah.
us or the other?
Number, right there, it says on date 8/11.
Okay, that's different.
Says LBR,
I was looking at the one
149
that she sent us earlier.
No.
Okay. I do agree. Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't see that on the original one.
Yeah, you should be.
But technically, we shouldn't have to pay for that if it was just to lift the line.
No,
Yeah.
well,
That's part of them
I didn't
doing,
say we paid for it,
yeah,
but
so, yeah.
I did
I
tell them
think
they
we
had to
should
buy
go
a pole.
I kept
RMC.
I kept the check here, cause I didn't want to send that check.
So we need to actually get with the homeowner on that one.
Well, I can tell RMC that that's the
Uh,
homeowner's
RMC,
responsibility, not
yeah.
ours. Bill them.
Yeah,
RMC.
yeah, and I'm sure
That's
they'll
all.
be fine, they'll pay.
Yeah.
That'd be fine with it.
Okay, so I'm not sending the check.
letter saying, this should be the homeowner's responsibility, not the town's. Build that, please.
I just assumed it was our power. We had to let this get their home in.
Right.
That's why I said, go ahead and have them do it.
Well, I think in the whole mix of things, because they were, if you remember right, they were blocking the road. So
Yeah.
it just had to be done now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't reach it. I wouldn't know.
Okay, so I have a general question, and I was, since we're doing budget stuff, I'm looking at everything. So, when it says gross payroll, it says general clerk treasurer
You've
salary,
asked
clerk
this
treasurer
like
salary.
4 times this year.
So is that just yours or is it general? Because then there's,
It's everybody. It's,
okay, because then
it's
there's,
everybody's.
it's just the way it's worded.
falls under,
Mhm.
yes, it just
Okay.
falls under clerk treasurer because.
Because it
clerk
makes it
treasurer
look like-
pays the payroll.
That's yours, and then there was another one that was
That's a lot of
everybody's.
money.
I know, I
Net
wish I,
wages,
I
net
wish I
wages
made-
and withholding.
yes,
So-
so net and gross will always say
Okay,
clerk treasurer.
perfect. Well, see, the net says
It doesn't
net
say,
wages and withholding.
yeah, it doesn't say
Oh,
clerk
okay.
treasurer, so that's why. it-
That's why it looks funny.
Okay, yeah. So
Um,
net, so those, that just means that it's clerk treasurer.
Right.
I don't know why they set it up like that.
So then for mileage, we're paying for Linda. Mileage did go up.
Yes, I have that.
Are we paying her for so many trips or actual mileage? And how often is she going?
So we have the mile fixed, then you've seen that. I've sent it,
It's been a
given it
while
to you
since I've
before,
seen it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And each day that she travels down, then she puts it in there, and then she gives me that spreadsheet every month, and then that's what I pay her off of.
So are there stipulations as far as, I know we don't keep petty cash, but it's mainly the time that we're gonna have a lot of cash or whatever to deposit will be utility payment time.
We have to, every day requirement, when you open that box, deposits have to be made.
Every day. There isn't a stipulation like with
Anything
so much
over
cash or so much.
I don't know.
300
I would say the customer has to be credited the day
Yeah.
that the payment is received, but you have to take it to the bank.
That's an SBOA rule, so I don't know what they're.
Yeah. We're supposed
to take it
They
into
have
the
rules
bank
about that.
Okay.
Otherwise, trust me, I would tell Linda, you take that one day a week.
Right. Well, I know it has to be more than, it should be more than that, than one day a week, because
Right, but
whenever the
Right.
utility bills,
Like
of
over
course.
X number of.
But I mean, and that being said, there is times where if there's a $50 check in
Right.
here, it doesn't go that day.
Yeah,
Like it's
because,
not, she doesn't do that. But
yeah,
I think the actual, I think it's like $300 or over 150. I don't, it's something crazy
can you
small,
look
but,
into that just to be sure,
Yeah.
cause like I said, we're looking at everything budget
Yeah.
wise.
but yeah.
Fuel, whatever, for
Yeah.
mileage, all that.
And she never, of course, you all
Yeah.
know that she never charged for
Oh, I know.
Right,
umpteen years.
right.
So yes, I will tell you what that is, but yeah, it's,
And I'm not
Look
being
it up.
accusatory or anything, like I said, I'm just asking the general question
Right.
because we're looking at everything.
and then the other thing on the claims that I did want to point out was, I have, a check here that to pay Regina, Pam Cochran from Reynolds, and I shared a room at conference, and so she's sending a check for her part to Brookston, and I'm sending a check to Brookston for my part, because Brookston put it all up, we just did one transaction, so.
Gotcha. And then there was
So that's-
one, for a second one for bank one question, but that was on the table when we got here.
Yeah, that was
Questions
just
on that?
because I went ahead and kept doing them, since we put it off.
I don't think there was anything.
Bowser IT, if there's questions on that. This was kind of a Band-Aid fix, I guess, for now, is the 12-foot USB printer cable, because I could not print.
So
And then,
Renee and I did meet with Bowser, and just to get things worked out. Basically, we're just staying still until Comcast gets the fiber net in. And then Bowser's gonna come in and take all the wiring out, all the computer stuff, and put all new and fix it. Because it's a jumbled mess and it's hard to tell what's going where. Comcast is putting in a new box. So whenever Comcast is coming to do that, to get the service in here and put the box in, Bowser's gonna come and make sure that they get all that figure it out.
every day Linda's, printer. Funny thing, she was fine forever, and now all of a sudden, every day her printer, we have to go through multiple shutdowns and restarts to get to connect. So whatever they did to help the town, like everybody, did not help.
I have a question that's unrelated to budget, it's just a very quick side note, I don't wanna hold this up, but is Comcast the only thing in the world, or does Starlink work? I went to Starlink at my house and at my office, and I'm very impressed with the service. I've
They
had
make a business.
much
I
better
don't know if they have-
dependability through their satellite
Is
service
that the
than I
one
did
where-
Comcast or town.
So you used to have a satellite, but now they've offered, right, that you don't have to have your own satellite, is that the
Right.
deal?
Yeah, and it's cheap. I
And
mean,
they do have business? It is
yes.
business?
So,
Maybe we're checking
I don't know
it
if it's that cheap for business, like I say, but,
Sign a contract to get that.
I don't wanna hold up our
Right,
progress.
she said we already signed a contract to get fiber.
Fine.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
Which
let's look at
stinks.
it.
yeah, we can look at a future, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll shut up.
thank you,
Okay,
Fred.
no, you're fine, that's, I
Okay,
agree,
but same
whatever
spot.
works, we need.
Every dollar counts.
Yes.
Okay, so we have two sets of claims.
I'm sorry. You're waiting on me again.
To you, aren't you? Anybody have any more questions?
I'm good on those.
I make a motion to accept all claims.
A motion to accept all claims, do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 4-0.
Maybe second was who?
Fred.
Okay, and then I know, not a good day, but I have lots of questions on the minutes. Because I wasn't here to, so, but, so it said, when I was doing it, it said, so of course, the 62,000, you guys know, I've always had the question on, did we decide where we were taking those funds from before reimbursement?
I don't know.
The 62,000 for the reimbursement grant for the Legion, sorry.
Oh,
No, we never decided on that yet.
Okay, so we
So-
will decide on that?
Yes,
I
we
mean,
will
we don't have
decide
to
on
do that
that before it
today, I
starts.
just-
So as of right now, the Legion won't start until after the fall festival, because we have, vendors that are using, some indoors, and we're opening it for bathrooms. So that probably won't start until October.
plus we still haven't got any estimates.
Right, we still
They're
gotta get
still working-
estimates.
They're working them up.
Okay, and so we'll have a list of what we're
Yes.
actually doing, it's not just gonna be
Yes.
like,
Yes.
No,
Hey,
that
today we're
won't
gonna-
all.
No, there's a
separate.
report that has to go back to the county
Okay, yeah.
with pictures, I think, and
Yeah,
the whole,
we have to keep it.
it's a whole big thing.
okay.
Yeah.
And then, I'm guessing the contract stuff you'll get to us on the 25th, right, the budget, like the insurance budget stuff, okay, perfect. And then, the spot uptown, you guys were going to adopt that
Shelter?
spot for the
Yes.
shelter, are we going to offer that as an adopt a spot, like it just wasn't an adopt a spot before?
We were just going to do it as the committee. We did not technically adopt a spot, but as a committee.
As
to-
what committee?
Yeah, are we doing it as festival committee?
See,
It would be festival.
I mean, I
or
just feel like
town,
that
yeah.
needs to be decided
Right,
with everything,
and we're still
not
in the
just-
process of working
Okay.
on that, so
Okay,
yes.
those things need to be, I
Yeah,
just feel
yeah,
like,
that thing is,
okay. I was just asking because I
Yeah.
have been asked.
Yeah.
Like,
The monument and stuff stays. The only thing that would change was if the gazebo could be moved, a new or bigger gazebo would be put in. Well, not a gazebo, what we will call
Shelter.
it. Shelter, yes. So
Okay.
you put picnic tables and stuff in there.
And we're good with like the distance and.
Yes, it
All
would,
that
it
would
would
be
be,
fine, okay.
it would be, there's a concrete pad already there. 16 by 16, I think it is. That's the biggest it would be.
That's fine.
We're hoping we can move to the park and make that a shelter by the splash pad, but
One by the post office.
But that was built right on the concrete, so we don't know if or how we'll be able to get it moved, so that's
Because
also
that
a
was-
question.
Fred might have to.
Yeah, that money was Rotary,
Baseball
right?
park.
And that
No, it
was
was Civics
Rotary and then
Club,
that
it
land
was Civics Club,
Oh, Civics Club.
And I already
the
talked
land
to
was
them.
donated to park, okay.
yeah, and, well, the town owns the land, yes.
Right, but it
Yeah,
was
the park
donated to the park.
managed, they managed it. Yes, yes.
Okay, and then, on there, when I was listening to it, it sounded like there's now 3 committees. There's a Heart of Chalmers committee, there's a, Chalmers Festival committee, and then there's the Chalmers Day.
Two.
Okay,
No,
because when you did it, like,
No, it's just the festival
The way
committee and,
recorded.
the Heart of Chalmers committee. But it probably got confused because we did the block party thing, that was part of the Heart of Chalmers. There's just the 2 committees.
Okay, and on that, so, again, this was been brought to me. Other people can form committees for the
It's not
town,
through the town.
and then they can do things at the park.
They're private entities.
Right.
So,
These are not, yes,
Right.
those 2 committees are private entities.
I know,
They
but
are
what I'm
ones-
saying is,
Right.
other people want to do, like to do a committee. They can do a committee and do things at the park and stuff like that. That's, okay, just wanna make sure, because I don't want, like, Joe Blow to make this committee.
It has nothing to do with the town other than location.
Right, okay.
So
Okay.
it's like Fall Festival is just the Fall Festival.
Kind of like the Apple Popcorn Festival, it's
Right.
different from the town.
Right.
The Heart of
Yeah.
Chalmers could be like,
They just
Vendor
they
things.
just have they have an ordinance. They have an ordinance or some kind of resolution, from what I understand, that separates them. For like, for questions.
The Apple Popcorn Festival is it's a nonprofit corporation.
Right.
and we have
As
our,
we are.
and we have numbers and everything for both of those committees.
Okay, that way if anybody asks, because
Yes.
It
Because
is
the
an actual
newspaper called me
committee.
about putting, another thing, is the newspaper called me about putting an ad in for Chalmers Days.
Yep.
And she said, so do you want them to call the town? And I'm like,
Just direct
No.
them to us.
no,
Yeah.
that's separate from the thing. Okay, and
But
then.
we filled out all the paperwork for, we have our own.
I know you
area
said
number.
that, like, I wasn't worried about it, I just,
Yeah.
people have asked about your city,
Stay
and
in.
do different things. Okay.
You see,
And maybe pay the town for their use of it.
Yep. when if it's not a
Community.
community event,
July thing.
Separate from the town.
no, if it's
That's
a
where I-
community event, if it's a community event, we don't pay, because we talked about that. If it's a private, like a vendor event,
Or like the festival.
we talked about it at the community event.
We've had a couple meetings
Yeah.
where they asked to get
Yeah.
Yeah.
waived, to waive the fees for
Yeah.
certain things.
Yeah. Well, we talked about the
But do we
rental
have that
rules
written
last
somewhere?
year.
Because we do have that
But-
written for the Legion, we do not have that written. for
You
the
might not have been here, it might have been
No, we
during
did it
part
for,
of
or
the
not
summer,
for part,
but
we
we did talk about it last
For
year.
the Legion, yes,
Yes.
we do not have that written for the park. So like when Doug rented the park, he paid full price. When Renee rented up at the
I thought
park,
we
we paid
redid
full
the,
price.
I thought we redid the,
And then when you guys had that
You have an old
Tower
agreement
Chalmers
then.
thing, then you.
you have an old agreement,
No,
because the new one
we
had
did not
25
do it.
employees for $25.
But I think it's just
Legion.
the Legion, it's just the Legion.
That was the
We did
Legion.
that. We didn't do it for the park.
Okay,
Because the
I knew
park
that
is not
about
just
that.
$25 for
Because
any,
the park had their
any-
own
Right.
agreement.
right? I mean, it's.
Yeah, because the park, the park had their own, that's right.
Right,
Yeah.
I
So
think
we
that
did
is right,
have
so we
them.
need to revisit that,
Mhm.
yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
For sure.
you know, what I mean,
but in answer to your question, if we rent the Legion for a vendor event, we pay for the fees for that.
Right,
so then when you did the park, since it was
A community
Right.
event.
a
right,
community event, okay?
right.
Right,
So, but if you, okay, so what's not a community
a
event?
vendor
I
type
guess
event,
that's what we
so
need to know.
if we bring vendors in like the fall festival, if we would have that up at the park, then we would pay the vendor fees for that, we would pay
Okay.
the reservation fees, yes.
So we were giving
If
out
it's
free
for-
hot dogs to the community.
Yeah,
Right, I
It's
mean,
to
it doesn't,
bring the
I mean, I
community
just
in.
want to,
Yeah.
so everybody knows exactly what they're playing.
so whether it's the park or the Legion, any community type event, so like if we had a health fair or
Mhm.
something along that lines, that would be a community event.
So like,
where
we're
we're providing
food pantry
services.
up there, if we did a food pantry up
Right,
there,
yeah.
then that would be free.
Right,
Okay,
right.
okay, just
Yes,
for people that are asking, I think
Yeah.
we just needed that clarified.
maybe that's something we can put in the newsletter, just for the
I think that's a
clarification for
great
everybody.
idea.
Yeah,
Because that's
The
gonna
more
answer a lot
information.
of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
As
So.
to, you know,
Right.
Right.
and we need to utilize our newsletter more for
Well,
that
and I
stuff.
bought, I don't know if you guys
Well, that's what I was
noticed
gonna
that.
ask you.
I bought a little thing for us to put outside, cause I can't put it inside the post office. It's just like one of those brochure things, like if, when a house is
There's
for
one at
sale.
one at the park or something, yes,
There's one
I saw
yes.
that.
but I bought, there's one sitting up here that we can put in that,
What's supposed to be at the one at the park, cause it's empty?
that's supposed to be rental.
Rental
with
agreements.
parks.
Oh, it's empty.
Okay,
Whoever's
in charge of that,
yeah, I didn't know what went in there.
I can make some more copies if you'll take, will you take down for me?
Yeah.
But, planter, where you pull
Yeah.
weeds, it'll stick in there and then people can just pull the newsletter out of there, because the last newsletter, I printed a ton of them.
Yeah.
And so it was a waste of our money. I put them up here, like we said.
Yeah.
Put the thing on the newsletter or website,
Yeah.
thank you. And then, just
Yeah.
was
We
trying to
probably
tell
have
people.
way
when they
more
were-
traffic at the post office than we do.
Yeah.
Yes, going in and out, yes.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, I had to do this because I wasn't here. And then the Joseph Thompson Alley water thing, we may have already talked about this, I just can't remember. From Joseph Thompson Alley to the water plant is not a road.
Correct.
Right.
So that we cannot ever put that in a grant, so if we would want to do
Unless
that, we
we
would have to
name
make it
that,
a
or
road.
same way with this.
And we
right
know
here.
this needs
Yes.
addressed back.
I've
We have
had
to
that
name that.
discussion
Yeah.
with the consultant, and it'll take a little while to get that done.
Yeah.
It's not
I
costly,
remember it was
it's
a
just time.
lengthy process, yes.
And then Marcus King actually came up with a very good idea. So where the tree was struck by lightning,
Mhm.
the town owns that.
Mhm.
When there's something going on at the ball fields, okay, and when there's something going on at the pavilion, or if there's something going on at the ball fields or something going on at the school, why have we never thought to do parking
Oh, on that lot.
on that lot? That lot sits there, those people just use it like it's
Right
their
at the
own.
corner of Fourth and Walnut.
Look where the
Across
brick
from
water,
Melissa. Where our well,
Okay, yeah.
people
Yeah.
It
thinks it's privately owned.
well, I always did.
It won't look good either. I
Mhm.
mean, it'll run down the grass and look like
What do you mean?
people parking on it.
No, we're talking about
Yeah,
developing it,
Oh.
not just
Like a parking
driving
lot.
through the
Yeah.
grass,
Yeah.
right?
For parking.
Yes,
Yeah.
they-
You want to park
Yes.
the grass.
No, make a parking lot is what,
Oh,
what-
yeah.
We'll revisit
I mean,
that in 2027.
it's a great, I mean, it actually is a great idea. It would solve a lot of problems at that park though.
Yes, it
Yes.
would.
So
And
let's-
that is up here with
let's
this.
name the street and then get CCMG funding to pave it.
Yes.
There you go.
Right on,
Yes.
all of it.
Less mowing too.
And
Saves
we
on
got,
gas.
so we got all that, we got everything figured out on the bid thing, right? So I don't have to ask
Yes.
those questions now. And then you guys talked about the gate being gone at the wastewater treatment
I
plant?
think it's been gone for a long time.
Not the wastewater treatment plant, the property goes back to
Yeah.
the dump.
It's just a post and there was a
There was one.
chain or something, yeah,
Okay.
You could drive around it.
yeah.
Yeah, the other
Okay.
side is gone.
I'm just
Not,
like,
not the
what hap-
major gate, no, not the major gate,
Okay.
the,
Cause I
yeah.
was like, wait, the gate's gone? Okay. And then, the ordinances, of course, we talked about going over certain our ordinance committee, and then he got Apex, oh, and then on there, I did put, that the motion to approve for the June 9th meeting, that was you, right? You gave the motion to approve, usually on minutes you do.
Yeah. usually.
Probably.
And then
I got that at home if
And
you
then-
need it.
I have seconded by you in the minutes.
Sure. I mean, we don't.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doubt it.
And then,
Our steps in the front.
I had questions on the code enforcement officer, but that's being put off.
Right, cause he injured his shoulder or had
Oh, he
surgery or
did?
something, yeah.
Oh, I
Um,
know.
So it probably won't happen until next year.
And the
Yeah.
asset management plan was turned in.
Cool.
That was the ordinance committee. Okay, so we got that, employee files. The issues at the town hall.
Yeah.
I was saying we'd have to put these things in the budget, but we
Mhm.
talked about that earlier, that it has to be in the budget.
Yeah.
And we never did get the, he is still the ADA coordinator for Culver. We never did
For
get
the
that-
town of
We
Culver?
never did get that ordinance.
I
or
know somebody
resolution.
lives up there.
Update.
Good luck, Lee.
I gotta say, man.
I mean, I don't think it's any, but
You don't wanna be
what I
their
mean, like, we
coordinator?
do need to get that updated. And then, we talked about committees can be done. And then I asked about the 3 committees, and then that's it. Okay, that was just my questions on there. So then everything other than, sorry guys, but
No,
that
you're
was a lot
fine.
of questions, but when you are at the
Right.
meeting and then somebody else's notes and, okay, so there's that. And then but I also need to go back, do the minutes first,
Okay.
approve them or whatever you're doing.
Did anybody have any questions on the 7:14, 26 minutes?
Mm-mm.
I did not either. So we can approve them. Right?
And I fixed that, and you know what, I found out, Pam accidentally said the 27th. And that's where I got the date, the 20, no, it's on the recording, like
Oh,
when I'm reading the, what do you call it,
transcript?
no, the
Caption.
yes,
They
closed
call it
caption,
transcript.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. When I'm reading that, when I was reading that, I was writing down the dates that everything was done, and it says 27th. You accidentally said, or it.
Oh, from the award thing?
Interpreted that way.
Yeah,
Oh,
22nd, it was the 27th, this that we changed her.
oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. 9:20, okay. All right,
Cause he
so,
had asked me about it.
okay,
You ready?
yes.
Make a motion to accept the common council meeting minutes from 7:14.
I have a motion to accept the 7:14 common council minutes. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you.
Wow.
All in favor? Aye.
Alright.
All opposed? Motion carries 4-0.
Guys are trying to go. Okay, so then I do want to, I asked Rebecca about doing this. I do want to let you guys know I'm going to go ask the, utility board to, give us an adjustment on the sewage. Cause the sewage now for the leak up there at the park is currently at $724.71. And with the adjustment, it would make that, the total bill would go down from $1,176.87 to $515.16. And that, I'm not asking the utility board to do anything that we wouldn't do for
Right.
any
So
utility
does it show
customer.
on any one of those bills like an exorbitant amount that we could like pinpoint?
Oh, well, he's got the
I
date,
have
the
the
days,
readout.
but
Okay.
he went down there today and like he said, it's
Yeah.
just spinning constantly, so it's
Was
just, it's
thinking,
there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good on that. And then, I asked Rebecca about that. Receipts, miscellaneous receipts. I set a new one in front of you guys today because for some reason, I sent them to you guys before I did the interest for the accounts, so.
We just need to sign.
Yeah, you just need
Yeah,
to
we just
sign
sign
them.
them.
If you have any questions, please ask, but, I mean, they're
Okay.
your basic receipts that you guys always put
Right.
on there. And then I sent you guys the fund report with investments. The jumbo edition. And then, okay, we did those ordinances. Then we did and then, I looked into, to put on the budget, I looked into, legal counsel for the clerk treasurer's office. And so I have one of the things here, but I'll present this in budget meeting.
That's aside from the town, that's just for clerk's office, right?
Right, because
Okay.
actually she's your attorney.
Right,
She's not mine.
right.
So if anything would happen, a lot of clerk treasurers have their own attorney
Makes sense.
for those
Yep.
reasons.
Yep.
And it has to be in the budget. So.
Yeah.
The one I have, would be $175. I lied to you. It's $150 per month retainer. And then $175 per hour if there was something that he needed to do. Like that that I needed him to do for us, but normally she's the,
So who's that?
this is Cliff Robinson. He's from Rensselaer. He does like Reynolds, he's Reynolds Council's thing. And then there's one other one, but he's from further away, so I'm afraid, but I don't plan on having him come to each meeting or whatever, just if there was something
As kind of
Right.
needed.
we actually needed from him. And then the other CDs, the two other CDs will be up on 9/3. I think we're looking at, well, right now one's the electric is 269.08 as of June 3rd, which was the last time there was a payment made. So after we do budget and we look at this kind of
Right.
stuff, then I want to decide what, I mean,
Right.
I would like to reinvest it, but if
Yeah.
we can't reinvest
You
it,
could
that's
always-
why we did this.
I mean, you can take some and reinvest
Right.
some. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah, so,
That's an option.
but I definitely want to
Yeah.
discuss this before we do that. And then the other one is the wastewater operating, and these are the two you were talking, this is what you were talking about, Pam, about we took money
Oh,
and
yeah,
put back.
yeah.
Okay, so the wastewater operating, it now stands at $54,095.71 as of June. It's currently 9-month CD at 3.455. And so on 9/3, I'll call back and hopefully we can
What-
find some.
What is it, 50 some thousand?
54,000.
So it would be, I mean, currently it's that would be 4%.
Yes,
We have right
so
now. Yeah,
I would love to,
So
if we
hopefully-
can do it
yeah.
and we can.
Yeah.
Then I would love to do the 54.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing is I have a meeting with Fry software, which is online based, so we wouldn't have as many issues.
Versus Keystone. or-
Keystone.
Oh.
So I have a meeting to find out, if they're outrageous, of course, I'm not even going to try to
Right,
put them in a budget or bring them.
Checking into.
But, and then, this is what I was telling you about, the white, so we have to, before we can destroy files, we have to list what we are destroying.
Mhm.
So I'll need into the Wessel building, I guess, to look at boxes, but we have to list them. I think it doesn't have to be like absolutely specific, but
Do that, you don't go keep them.
to get, I know, right?
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Just do that.
The permission, I mean, because we've already went through them and now look at us,
Right.
like we are set up, like.
That's so much better.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot in this little room,
But
but
it's better than all the boxes.
I mean, we've
and-
got 2025 with 24, you know what I mean? And then
Mhm.
2026, we're keeping this as 2026 and we're just going to keep going as
Yeah.
definite. And then, okay, this file cabinet can be
Mhm.
destroyed or whatever,
Yeah.
not the file cabinet. Okay, so we gotta do that. I mean, that's gotta be done by October and I gotta have your guys's John Henry's on it when we get it, but it's gonna take me a while. And then, we went through those. I don't know if you saw that, I know everybody gets sent this, but I honestly, after I bought that brochure thing, I looked at this and this is basically a Chalmers newsletter.
Mhm.
I mean, because you guys got in here, your
Each quarter.
what's
Yeah.
going on or whatever. And the only thing I worry about is, again, but this has to do with our thing, is we kind of are putting, and I don't know how we fix that, but we need to fix that on our
Putting what? Speak.
social media, like if we're pushing for a business or a.
versus-
Oh,
Oh,
Yes.
gotcha.
Making sure we're distinguishing between those things.
Okay, so, but that works really good as a newsletter because everybody gets it and it doesn't cost us any more to print.
Right, and it's quarterly.
Yeah.
And she reaches out to see what we have going on to put in there.
Yes, and I think, yes, and I mean, that's a pretty good newsletter. That was a pretty good
Yeah,
article for the
Yeah.
town.
Wanna take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Right. And then, so I got a letter from Fountain Trust.
Oh.
They were behind on the ACH because I kept thinking, why am I not getting a bill for all these ACHs? we do?
Oh, yeah.
So it was because of the new software or whatever. They explain here. I don't think I need to read the whole letter. But anyway, I also can fill out to do an ACH to pay the ACHs. So That's where we're going.
How cool is that?
Yes, and I would like to do that. And, but I also, like we've talked about, it's going to take me a minute to sit down and get, okay, here's the ACHs for the month.
Right.
So I can get them, so we don't have so many
Right.
ACHs. But mail is almost becoming,
Mm-hmm.
Non-existent.
It's terrible.
it's awful.
Yeah, it is.
And stop pay fees are expensive.
I
if
got
your check gets
where-
lost in the mail.
We're now going to take the Keystone bill up to Reynolds and drop it off.
I think you pay on.
The Keystone bill?
Okay, well,
Keystone?
Yeah,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
fuel bill.
Oh. Well, and the other thing is,
I'm
like,
thinking Keystone
Info-
software. I'm like,
Info would
how do you
like-
have a Keystone?
Info would like us to pay by
He works from
ACH,
home.
but our INFA bills are like 46,000, 36,000
Right.
a month. I don't have the authority to do an ACH that big.
What you got?
So we may
Yes.
need to, it might be easier to
We
do
do
that,
need
because
to
my
do that.
thing is that the more things we can pay that way.
Yep.
Then we know they are there,
Right.
right?
Can you, do we need to do something to get her that approval, like in
So
writing?
so we could do a resolution or an ordinance that gives her authority, because, I mean, she has authority right now.
Right.
5,000.
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
But, to do specific bills, or if there's
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
specific you wanna do.
Cause it's a
Recurring.
regular.
Right, and then we have Baker Tilly that is one of the, that's one of those
I
that's,
said whatever we could do that's ACH.
but it's, I mean, Baker Tilly's like 3,000 something or
Right.
something.
I got an Amy question.
Oh, God. Okay.
You got it?
So
Okay.
in my business, I use, bill pay.
Oh.
And they don't charge me for it. They used to, but they don't anymore. That I can see. And I pay a lot of bills with that.
Do you get charged an extra fee?
No, I
I do not.
There
So
you
what,
go.
so what is this? Why
So yours is
But
cash
yours-
management.
because
For
it's
us,
primary
if
commercial
you log on to your accounts, I got all the business accounts right there.
It's the difference in personal and business accounts, though, usually.
That's what I
But
wondered.
mine's business. So, this should be business.
Well, Renee's is different
Yeah.
because she has more than one user, so it requires a contract. And there's all kinds of different authorities that can be assigned. You can give that information to a CPA who can't do anything, so that it's a whole different thing attached to what Renee does.
Okay.
Then the bill pay, it's different. It's called
I
cash
see.
management.
All right.
They have tokens and different things.
All
Right.
need to know.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, that's, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then I'll probably have questions on if we consider the other software too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then you got this salt and sand. You probably understand this more than I do. Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
I haven't seen it. What is it?
Oh, I don't know, the salt and sand, getting salt and sand for the town,
Oh.
or
So,
for the county.
here's
ownership.
this. I did this for county and it was due in June, I believe. But they didn't send it till August, so anyway,
Right.
great. Let's see here. So
Welcome to my world.
basically what it boils down to is if we had storage, which we don't.
Okay.
If we had EPA or IDM approved storage, we could purchase salt from the state at probably the cheapest you'll ever get it anywhere. So the county does that, okay? And this gives you an opportunity to vouch for ever how many tons that you think you're gonna use as an LPA, and they will purchase it. And then you are obligated to take at least 80% of it for whatever it is. So if you want to vouch for 1,000 tons, that's what it is.
So that way it doesn't run the county.
Right. And so here are the prices per ton of what's available. So we can mark ourselves for that. I wish that the county could provide storage. Our salt barn is so full because before I got there, we normally use about 3,000 tons a year for the whole county. Before I got there, the guy before me ordered 4,000 tons for whatever reason. We cannot get any more salt anywhere. We're going to be, I ordered 2,000 tons for this year. And
have trucks where
I
they're just
also
sitting in there.
noted that we won't
Waiting.
take delivery until March because we gotta get through all that. So
Right,
I don't
okay.
have any place to store it.
So no,
We
do
didn't-
nothing with it, it's fine.
It would be nice if we had storage.
If we had to-
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's
We
where
get
we
it
are.
cheap, a lot cheaper.
Okay,
Yeah,
just wanted to
Not
make sure,
in the
and then the
budget.
other thing
Yeah.
you commented on too was the storm damage.
Mhm.
So storm damage, nobody's reported any storm damage to me. Did anybody report anything to you
Couple
guys?
twigs.
Oh, well, sorry about you. Dougie's got twigs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
And then,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then I went ahead and signed this. It was one of the thing that I told you I needed signed. It said the state, thank you, revolving funds loan program, SRF, closed a loan on our behalf and, $317.21, will be transferred to the town's debt service reserve account in order to close that loan because the
And that
loan,
was the water. Or, yeah.
this
water
was
project
the,
one?
no,
What
it
was
was
this
the
one?
ARPA.
Oh, okay.
ARPA. So that ARPA, those ARPA funds are, I went ahead and signed it because I was like,
Yeah.
didn't seem like anything anybody cared. We're getting money from it,
Right.
not paying money. And then, also,
Sign anything that we're getting money for.
I'm also still working on the money that was in the unclaimed.
Oh, yeah.
And then, we also have, again, with that stupid tax thing, we have another 400 and some dollars sitting in there that I'm going to, cause they won't just apply it to anything. You have to send in a request to get it, and then you get it back, and then you put it back into the account.
Taxes. Have we gotten anything or any notification from the state? Because they were gonna start reimbursing for the April and May losses from the gas tax,
And we did get one,
did we?
yeah, it was in, it should have
It
been
must be on the new
receipts.
one.
I just got a newsletter from NDOT saying that we should expect the next installment.
Okay.
Perfect.
So,
Yeah, we did get one installment, I think it was, I wanna say,
It must be
it
on
was
the new
only
one
like
that you just gave us.
1,069
yeah,
or
our
something.
part wouldn't be, the Chalmers would be that much
Yeah,
probably. but
Right.
Yeah,
And then cybersecurity questionnaire, did we get that submitted? Did you work with Bowser? Cause we should be able to work with, Bowser on that. Cause remember he said he would help fill that out and we should get
Yes.
a,
Refund.
not a refund, but a
Cheaper.
discount on our insurance, our cybersecurity insurance.
and I swear we've already done that.
I know we talked about
We
that.
talked about it, but I don't know that we ever
Cause I
did it.
have a copy of the questionnaire in my file, so I know we've already done that, so I don't know why.
I would
But,
have,
but the other thing we talked about with them was we need to get rid of that, right? We just need to get rid of that because, yes, because they're feuding, and now we have Microsoft added in there
no,
that's screwing up our computers again.
what they're saying is I'm talking about the cybersecurity insurance. There's two different things. We have cybersecurity protection through Bowser IT. We don't want the one through IoT. That's what we need to get rid of. So that's on the front end.
I think he did that.
Yeah,
he was
he was
taking
taking
care
care
of
of that. That was on the front end. So because IoT is farther behind than what Bowser is. So Bowser was taking over that. So they were handling that. The cybersecurity insurance is to handle us on the back end. So if somebody breaks through our firewalls, information and stuff gets leaked out, the cybersecurity insurance will take
Covers
care of that for the town.
Well, and
So
that's
we
what's
have to
right
have
here, because
both.
we already did that too. I mean, I do have that, but maybe the only thing we needed to
Check
change was
check
it was CrowdStrike and we need to switch it to whatever his name is. Maybe that
Yeah,
was
don't
it.
worry about the IT part of it.
No, I mean, whatever their cybersecurity, because it asked what cybersecurity software we were using.
Yeah, we're not
For the
concerned about-
insurance.
Okay,
The
yeah, you'll have to
questionnaire
get with
asked
Bowser on
Yes,
that.
and
Yes.
so I need to know what theirs is to put there.
Yes,
But
because
also, I have to get a hold of them because now Microsoft's thrown a wrench in the whole game, and every day we're getting all these emails that he was like, you keep emailing. Well, we don't know what to do. Like, it's saying, hey, this is screwed up. Like, you have, so all we know to do is take a screenshot of it and send it and say, you got this? Like,
Yeah.
what do we do about this? Like,
Yeah.
we're not
So
supposed to.
are they real
Are
problems?
they
or
fishing?
is it
Well,
some
they're-
kind of spam,
No, they're
or-
not fishing. It's like like this program, this security program doesn't play nice with this security program.
So they're trying, I think
So
they're trying
everybody's
to
trying
get
to
in.
make you go with this one and
Yes.
this one and this one, and then,
Yeah.
so Linda and I sit here all day long and we're like,
Plain
I would
whack-a-mole.
just ship it to
Yes.
them, yeah. Let them deal with it on that.
so we are paying them, you did tell them we're paying them $100 more
Yes,
per month,
I sent them
the contract, okay,
Yes.
because,
And us to handle all that. on the
Yes.
front end side. So, for the cybersecurity questionnaire, check with,
yeah, I wrote that call,
Alexis or whichever one.
but I gotta call Josh first.
Yes. That one's totally different. That's the software side of it, but the cybersecurity questionnaire is for the insurance side of it.
Right, but I gotta
And
get,
see if they have it. And then if they do, it might have the CrowdStrike on there versus what.
it does, it has
Yeah.
I know it
Yeah.
has CrowdStrike instead of whatever the name of theirs is.
Okay.
And I know that was long, but I did tell you I had lots.
Okay,
Okay.
Marcus, did you have anything from the park board?
Yes.
Okay.
When wake you up first.
He says, wait, let me wake up.
At the close of the last meeting, the park board was gone.
No, not yet. We haven't signed it. We haven't
We
signed it.
haven't passed that resolution yet.
Nope. We were waiting
I
on,
said at the close of the last meeting, it was gone.
He's telling you it's gone.
we haven't signed it. The town council has to
I
sign
think that's
the,
what he's saying.
okay, but here's
Let's
the
try
thing.
again.
No, what we were asking for is if you were working with the trustee, you said 5 more picnic tables and security
Working with
cameras.
Tim on cameras.
We want you to get that stuff.
As we walked out the door, I didn't do anything. Park board was gone.
So he's saying that.
Okay, so
that was-
we'll
And they're
definitely.
done.
So you guys are done, you're not pursuing it, is that what you're saying?
You're not pursuing,
I didn't think I had any authority.
Because they were gonna
Now
meet
I'm
with
seeing
Nancy on
that the
Tuesday.
ordinance didn't be end of the year.
right,
That puts a whole different light on for us.
right, because we knew you were working with the trustee to get some of those things done, and we want you to do that. Because the trustee sets aside money, most trustees set aside money for the Parks and Recreation Department. The town can't do anything with that. It has to be the Parks and Recreation Department. So if you guys had already, we're in the process of ordering the picnic tables and security cameras, we want you to go ahead and do that. Because it was my understanding that you guys had already talked to Nancy about that.
They were going to on the following Tuesday or
Yeah.
something,
Well,
and they were
and
supposed
then
to
Nancy was
update us.
Oh. So yeah,
Now that I know we have a park board
yeah,
again,
still,
Yes,
it was never dissolved. We talked about it, we never signed the resolution. Because we want the
at
park
the
board to
close
take.
of the last meeting, one of our park board members resigned.
Okay.
So there was never any question about the park board going away at the close of the last.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
I mean, legally, they did not
Close
pass
of the
the
last meeting,
ordinance.
the attorney was gonna draw up.
No, we had the
We had
ordinance,
it.
we talked about the ordinance,
but we never.
and the council
Passed it.
did not pass it.
right.
They
Oh.
decided to wait because they wanted you guys to go ahead
Right.
and do what you were doing.
She
I
talked
didn't
about
know
I
it.
that.
have it.
She
We
just
passed
didn't-
it.
Oh,
we
we
just
didn't
didn't
look
do it with us.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying,
we
we never
never
passed it.
Okay, I'm like,
We
wait,
never passed
No,
it
we never
because
passed anything.
I know you
there
didn't pass
wasn't
it, I
a-
just
it didn't get passed.
know we had one.
So the park board was still in existence at the end of the last.
So going into that meeting,
But-
the documents needed to dissolve the park board were already drawn up.
I had drawn up a draft of that ordinance, yes. We didn't pass that
We didn't
ordinance.
pass
though.
it.
We didn't pass it, we just
Yeah.
had a draft of it.
The
and
park
we
board
reviewed
is
it.
still in
It's still in
existence.
existence right now.
I understand that now, but
Yeah.
I'm not talking about now.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the close, the last
It
meeting.
was still
It
in
was still in
existence. We
existence.
never signed it, never passed it. Until that document is signed and passed and signed, park board still exists.
I'm a pistol.
I guess my question on that, so basically we're keeping the park board to take advantage of them
To
getting
finish
that,
something they
and
already
then-
started.
Because the town can't get it without the park board, but then we're going to tell the park board you're done.
They're not maintaining anything. The town's doing it.
But
So
you
why
keep
have the
saying
park
it's the town's property.
It is the town's property.
But if the town's property, why is the town not?
But their
maintaining it?
agreement was that they managed the town properties. That's not that's not taking place.
That was in the ordinance?
That's in the park board agreement that they had originally drawn up.
That's in there, Rebecca?
Yes, it is. I read it.
Obviously, when the park board was originally formed, the object of any municipality having a park board is that the park board does the management of the parks and recreation facilities.
And what does that entail?
Yeah, all sorts of things. I mean, building new buildings,
Everything.
doing
Okay, all
maintenance, doing contracts with
mowing.
people that are coming in,
Doing
all
contracts.
of, all sorts of things, right, that they can do. Most of the times, obviously, the town or the municipality generally owns the property that the parks are on. Sometimes they're on part and part with the township, depending on where you're at, but the management, right, usually that's the way the management part of it in towns that have park boards is
It'd be similar
generally
to an
divided.
apartment manager or apartment complex. Somebody else owns it, but they manage all the properties.
It would be kind of
Yeah.
similar to that, so, the question was whether or not the park board had basically decided they didn't wanna manage those things anymore, if the town council or the town's just managing those things anymore, is there a reason to have it as something separate? That's the question, and obviously, if the council hasn't passed that ordinance
Right.
yet, it could get voted down, I don't know, we
Right,
don't know, I don't know what's gonna happen with it, right, I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
park board might still be continuing on, it all depends on how all five of them end up voting when they do that, so we won't know that until it's done.
Yeah.
So it's a discussion, still.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's a big misunderstanding here,
yes,
because
I understand
I
that.
thought at the end of last meeting, the park board was dissolved.
No. But if I remember correctly, I think you
That's
got
what I
up and
thought.
left before that decision was made.
That's what came across. One of our park board members, they said, even resigned.
But we did not pass that. No, we did not sign it.
I know that now.
The only one
I
resigned.
didn't know it last meeting.
Two turned in keys.
Dave,
Two turned in keys, one resigned.
Oh.
He did not actually resign, he just did not want the keys to the buildings
Right.
if they weren't
Right.
going to be managing
Right.
the,
The only decision that actually come to fruition from that meeting was the deadline was not met to clean up the area in front of the pavilion. So that was torn out and seeded.
so
But
when
we
did
even
you give
extended that deadline.
When did we give that deadline? Did we give that deadline? Was it just something you did back
It
here?
was in the meeting.
It was in a
It
meeting.
was all in that meeting.
Okay, so I don't
It's on
remember
public
that.
record. Yep.
I mean, that's fine,
And I
just don't
extended it because
remember
Carolyn
I
came
just-
up and caught me at work and that Monday and I said, I'll extend it until Friday because it was hot and she couldn't get any volunteers.
Cause I would have volunteered to help, I didn't
Yeah.
see anything.
It was out
She
there.
even
She had it
posted it
posted on
on
Facebook.
I know, but I
Yeah.
mean, it doesn't mean I was right
Right.
there at that moment.
Right.
But that was the only thing that was decided on that night, was the deadline to do that. Because that was one thing that was not
The intent of
maintained.
that was to destroy the entrance to the park.
It was already destroyed with weeds.
Could have been just said, town's taking it over. Could have been just said,
That's what we were saying.
That's
But I
what
mean,
this-
yeah,
That's
I
what
mean,
the
that's right.
document was
But you
saying.
take care-
weeds.
I guess what I feel like he's saying is we take care of weeds everywhere else. We spray for weeds everywhere else,
But
why?
the park
At
put
the
that
park.
in and
At the park,
and you
we
guys
take
said
care
that
of
you
the
would
weeds.
maintain it because we asked that.
I
That's when
understand that.
Tanner was there.
But what I'm
I'm
saying
Hold on,
is-
hold on. We got too many conversations going. Okay,
We had choices. One was to bulldoze it, clean it all up. The other one was to clean it up, take it over, maintain the flowers. And the town would do that. And that's one choice. Instead, the choice was made to just destroy it. Kill it. Like the Romans putting salt on it.
I mean, all that money.
but no, wait,
No, you're wrong.
you're wrong there because
I
Carolyn come and took the flowers and stuff out, so
I didn't
nothing was
destroy it
destroyed.
Until everybody took their flowers and
Yes,
trees
there
out.
that's when it was destroyed.
No barrier put down, so it was
It
just
was,
a
that
weed
there was a
patch.
barrier, I
No,
have
there was
pictures.
not. Carolyn said there was not.
Well, she might have said
Because
that,
she
but there
wanted-
was a
she
barrier.
wanted
I got
all
pictures.
Pictures of a mess.
Okay, so irregardless of the flower bed, because that's a done deal. What about the painting and the ceiling and things like that that were never done? those posts that were sealed and that building were going
Here,
on 2
did you see?
years.
See, was that?
I mean, if we want people to
that-
go to the splash
Part
pad,
two.
it has to be in good condition.
Right, and we've had a lot of people come to the splash pad and actually come to the park and they enjoy the park, but it has to be maintained, and that was the intent of the park board when it was established back in 72 or whatever it was, yeah.
Well, I want to go on record as I do not feel that any of this that's going on is in the best interest of this town at all. And that's all I want. I want that to go on record that I just totally disagree. It's not in the best interest of the town.
So Marcus, did you have anything for us as far as park board? Are you going to pursue Nancy
Now that I
to?
know the park board
Yes.
will exist at the end of this year, we will pursue.
Perfect, perfect. I know you were working with Jim on security cameras, and I know you were talking about the picnic tables. Did you have anything else that you guys were considering?
Stop, man. Don't stop.
Mine, prior to that, was there anything else you were considering, other than those two? I think David said that those were the two things you guys were working.
Big things with the cameras, tables, handicap tables.
Yes.
That's just really expensive.
Yeah.
And the playground equipment. And the equipment.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know how much
Anything with that?
money she's got.
Last I looked online, there was like $9,800 there that she set aside.
I just feel like we put a lot more work on our town employees with this. We had volunteers that were doing it. We had a park board that was handling it as far as the cleaning and everything. And now Doug and them are trying to do that. Now we're leaving the bathrooms open all hours of the night. And I mean, how
So
long
when
till,
those people quit, what were we gonna do?
how long
It was
till?
gonna be the town's responsibility anyways.
But those people would not have quit had this not been
But we
presented.
have a lot of money invested down there and then like nothing is maintained. I mean, paint's coming off of this, paint's coming off
But they
that.
they were constantly told that it's the town's property and it's the town's this, so that, yes, they were, this
But
is,
they had the
this is
money.
recorded.
They had the
And
money.
Pam had asked
and-
2 or 3 times, what was the plan for the year and for maintenance? And I mean, it's just page after
Pam,
page.
who was asked?
It looked terrible.
Pam Heiner was asked?
I was
She asked several times
I
in meetings
asked. in meetings what was being done.
by the park board and what their plan was for the
I
year.
remember
And
Well,
that.
they
this
said-
we have way too much money for, and people we expect to come here to town and visit it for it to look like crap.
But our uptown does. Our uptown looks just as bad as that. Let's talk
Downtown,
about downtown.
So
I applied
Let's talk about the
for
fact that we're getting ready to
That's in
attack
half.
people over
So-
a
I'm not
building that's falling
attacking
down,
anyone.
and we have one
Hold
that's
on.
falling.
Hold on, we're getting way off track. So the downtown is in front of the commissioners. They are deciding on that, cause I asked for at least $100,000 to do the downtown. Tear out the sidewalks, put in more storm drains, antique lights, all of that.
But we have a
But then
building
you also
falling.
need to understand that a lot of those storefronts are privately owned. We can't tell them what to do.
But we have a
We own the
Legion
Legion.
building wall falling down and we're going
That's what's
Against the-
happening in
Correct.
October. That's what the
Yes.
grant's for.
for the wall.
For the
Yes.
Legion,
Because
yes.
You guys have
Yes.
never mentioned that. You mentioned tiles
Yes,
in the
it
inside.
was in there. It was in there. The
Yes,
firewall on
in
the
there.
outside, everything.
Yes.
Secure the wall.
So,
You know,
if
and
anybody does,
because
if we
did
don't
the same
have
thing with
anything
Weston.
else, I don't wanna continue with an argument, but if we don't have anything else,
I would just like to close by saying,
yes.
it's we versus them. The park board, the town council. That's gotta stop.
But here's the thing, Marcus, you guys, as a park board, you guys were the ones that said, we don't have the volunteers anymore to help us do these things. Nobody shows up. So that's why we looked into this originally. Was because you guys said, we don't have anybody that shows up to help us do this
And
stuff.
But we'll
volunteers.
have people do
quit.
stuff, these new committees.
Stop.
I don't have.
We're
this going
talking,
on.
we're talking about the park board. But you guys said in meetings that we don't have the people. We can't get people to volunteer. So that's why this was looked at, because if the town's gonna have to take it over and maintain it, we need to know, is the town actually gonna be doing it or is the park board doing it? Because all along, we thought the
I'm talking
park
about
board,
one thing, I'm talking about another.
but as far as the maintenance itself, the maintenance of that new pavilion, there was things that you guys were going to do that never got done and it's still not done.
We need to
The new
resolve
basketball court,
the we versus them.
and we are doing
That's
that.
never gonna work.
We are doing that. So at this point, we'll wait to hear from you as a park board on what your process is as far as the picnic tables and the security cameras and what else did you say? Oh, the ADA and playground equipment. So we'll wait to hear back from you on that. Other than that, there's nothing else to discuss at this point. So, upcoming meetings, budget hearings, Tuesday, September 22nd. Oh, sorry, before that, work sessions, August 25th at 5:30. Second meeting will be September 1st at 5:30. Budget hearings where we're actually going to read and adopt the budget, September 22nd at 6 p.m. It'll be the first reading. Tuesday, October 13th will be the second reading adoption of the budget, and that is right before our regular scheduled council meeting. We actually have another council meeting on September 8th.
So we're not doing anything about the pending business?
Oh, that's just listed there. Everything's still
Okay.
pending. We have actually.
Usually you
almost
read
talked
through
about-
that, so I just wanted to know.
But we basically talked about all of that stuff and deadline dates and stuff. So I'll accept a motion to adjourn. Oh, sorry, what's that?
The handicap spot. needs to be painted.
Town hall? Okay. Do we have the template? Okay. Do we have the paint? Okay. As soon as we get paint, we can do that. Okay. I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Sorry.
Motion carried 4-0.
What's the time?
8:15, sorry.
I'll be home.
Okay.
Excuse me, I gotta go back to work.
I'll be on, I'll come over,
Who did the
call you or
first?
something.
Yes.
Guys, have a great evening.
Hey, you too. Don't work too long.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Oh. Right.